Good evening, all students and dear parents, and also the backbone of every student's preparation, dear faculty. So today, the second session, second shift of January 24th JEE Main exam. So in a few minutes, the paper discussion and analysis is going to start. Paper discussion and analysis is going to start. So before getting sufficient number of questions, we want to share as usual, as a tradition of resonance, give the important information to the students for the upcoming sessions, right? So coming to till last year, last all the sessions, 3 days, whatever sessions happened, the same trend was followed even in the morning session also, and hoping that in evening, today's evening session also, it might be in the similar lines, and the students have to understand they are getting, whoever are getting, having the exam on 28th January, they are having 3 days of preparation opportunity. So let us welcome our subject experts, Venkat sir and Hayat sir. Venkat sir is senior most chemistry faculty from Resonance Group, and Hayat sir is physics faculty. So let us ask them what all the important things students have to take care during this JEE Main journey discussion, right? So Venkat sir, hello sir. So suppose till in this January session, 7 shifts have completed. This today afternoon shift is the 8th shift. Yes. So are you expecting any difference from the previous shifts, or how it is going to be paper?
Mostly from the students' reactions based on still maths appears to be relatively easier compared to previous shifts.
Relatively easier.
Yeah, relatively.
So this is a first time, sir.
Yes,
we
sir.
are we are
We are also
listening to
surprising actually. Yeah,
maths is easier.
relative to previous
Relatively
shifts,
easier.
previous years also, it appears to be easy.
Okay, okay.
And physics moderate, but
Okay.
abnormally chemistry appears to be little difficult
Acha,
from the
acha.
students. Yeah,
Okay.
still we are till now we are getting the same information from
Okay.
most of the
So
students. Everybody told chemistry is difficult. We
Okay.
asked, we inquired many students.
Okay,
Most
okay.
of the students we need to wait for the
Okay.
complete paper.
This is a quite opposite trend from normal JEE paper.
Yes, sir.
We were listening. Chemistry to be easiest, then moderate physics, and toughest to be the
But
maths.
it is mostly exactly
But it
opposite
is,
almost.
let's see, once we get the sufficient number of questions,
Yes.
we'll be coming to know how the paper is.
Yes,
And
then we'll know exactly.
and it is. And Hayat sir, suppose if any student is scoring at 60, 70 marks, we believe even in our resonance programs also, revision everywhere, we say to the student, the first milestone is to score 110 to 120, because at around this marks, it is the cutoff. After that only seat selection, then branch, rank, different campuses, like all will start. So first milestone to be at around 110 to 120. That means per subject, they should get 35 to 40 marks. So what do you advise? Which set of chapters the students have to cover from the physics part so that they will guaranteely get 40 marks?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. First of all, whatever your question is there exactly, majority of the students who are going to attempt on 28th, they are waiting for that only. And most precisely, one thing I would like to suggest before saying the names of the chapter, don't predict the paper. Like majority of the students are saying that JEE advanced written something like this. I have seen some comments from the student side.
Okay, okay.
So they are saying 28 could be the very toughest one. Some are saying 28 could be the very easiest one.
Okay.
So as per my knowledge, what I believe, if I was a student, so if I was on the other side, so I will have been only on the one side, that is calm, and I will believe whatever the system has shown me. My
Okay.
resonance structure, whatever has been shown me, I will have followed that part, and I will just wait for it. Because many times it happens, the student has been experienced in their every weekend paper also, before coming to exam they will be in a tense mode actually.
Okay, okay.
The moment when they start with the questions, automatically they will be able to solve the questions, and it has been happened with them in this our full syllabus test also.
Okay.
So coming to the point, the chapters that they need to prefer is actually from the whatever the questions which we have seen in this particular January attempt. Almost ray optics we are getting 2 questions, logic gate we are getting one compulsory question, errors and units and dimensions, From this, we are getting one compulsory
Yes.
question, and also rotational motion. This time, the weightage they have increased. I mean to say, last year we used to get at least one question. Now we are getting two questions from that, followed by fluids are there, and thermodynamics. They have been repeatedly questioned on the thermodynamics processes
Okay.
and work done. All this has been repeated part. So
Okay.
if a student is looking into these chapters, previous shift, whatever the chapters has been done, and our analysis, if they are perfectly seeing that part, then I'm pretty sure that they will be getting more than 50 marks.
Okay.
Moreover, one more thing I want to say, sir. Recently, I hope you remember, on 16th or 17th, our team has released one video that what they have to prefer in the last days.
Priority order.
Yeah, priority order. Exactly, I'm saying now those orders are repeatedly doing this. We have done before means only, and that has been the replica. Those chapters, 100% those are repeating. So I also recommend all the
Okay, okay,
students, apart from this, they can also go through that
So
particular.
this video about physics, what topics to be revised at the last moment, this video is uploaded in our YouTube channel and also other social media, in our website also. So Resonance Colleges is our YouTube channel. In that, this detailed analysis by Mohit sir is there, that all the students can go through it, and it is highly helpful for the students who are preparing now. And same question, Venkat sir, if the student has to score minimum to minimum comfortably 40 marks, what are the chapters you will suggest from chemistry part?
Especially this session is much useful for the 28th January session students.
Okay.
Because we have 3 days of time. Mostly in the previous year also, whatever the trend, similar chapters, similar topics are repeated. Not exact questions, similar topics are repeated. So if you revise all these questions, models, that will be grateful to you actually. Go through all these, especially in this year, they gave most of the questions from particular topics and easy questions.
Okay.
To score easily, periodic table, periodic classification, every paper mostly they gave one question.
Okay.
Mostly trends, so
No,
ionization potentials, etc.
can you give clearly? My concern is like the student is average or below
Yes, sir.
average. If we want to get 40 marks from chemistry,
Yes.
means 10 questions they have to do
Yes.
it. So for 10 questions, can you list down the chapter name so that they will fix to that chapters, and first
Yes.
they will complete these in this
They can
duration?
score, they can score 40 marks.
So one is a periodic table you
Periodic
told. One
table,
question will come.
chemical bonding, one more question.
Okay.
Next, coordinate chemistry, sometimes luckily we are getting 2 questions.
Okay. 2-3 questions we are
Two,
getting
three
correct.
questions. And kinetics, one of the easiest chapter,
Okay.
but physical chemistry.
And the
even though it
kinetics
is
also,
easy
sir.
chapter,
In which areas of kinetics they have to focus?
mostly first order and zero order.
Zero and first
Strictly
order.
Stick to the first order Arrhenius equation,
Okay.
order determination methods, half-life. Mostly these are only repeated earlier. This time also same
Okay.
things are repeated.
5 questions happened, sir, from your side.
Yes.
Another 5 questions. Where from we have to get?
We need to go to organic chemistry, GOC. You
Okay.
can focus much.
Okay.
Next, alkenes, still
Hydrocarbons.
hydrocarbons,
Okay.
especially.
One, I think they
Always-
can go through colligative properties also.
Yes, sir.
Very
Colligative
easy
properties also easy chapter. Very few formulas are there,
Yes,
sir,
yes.
in that.
Okay.
Directly formula based only they are giving. Calculations also not so tough like ionic
Nice,
equilibrium.
nice. And
So we
that
can go through
first part, whatever is there, concentration terms, that is even repeated from the mole
Yes, sir.
concept also.
Yes.
It becomes comfortable for them.
Yes, mole concept to concentration, that is also not beyond basic normality and
concentration.
molarity questions only they are giving.
Okay.
So
And
just
two more, sir.
localization. Yes,
Two
sir.
more questions. Where from they can get 2 more questions?
If you see remaining parts, thermochemistry we can focus.
Thermochemistry.
Easily we can solve the questions. Thermochemistry.
Okay,
Thermodynamics may not be easy for all the students, but thermochemistry we can solve easily.
Okay. Okay. One
Next
more.
to electrochemistry, basic concepts
The
like
electrochemistry is a huge, right?
huge, sir, but like Nernst equation, like those things we can focus.
Okay. And from my suggestion, it is like if they are preparing the individual chapter like atomic structure,
Yes, sir.
that will be helpful for them even in the physics part also.
Yes, structure
Like
of atom.
like modern physics you are having in a sir, atom, nucleus, then dual nature of light. These all one preparation, 2 places it
Two
will be
places
helpful.
useful. Yes.
Same like thermodynamics, first law is there, so that also will be helpful like that.
Yes, sir. Somewhat you can relate it.
So like this, sir, 10 questions if they want to do from physics part, what topics you can suggest?
Yes, according to me, starting from units and dimension, they might get two questions from
Two
this.
questions, okay.
One or two, let's take it as on an average, we are getting it as one.
Okay.
Rotational motion, they are getting two questions.
Two
So total
questions.
number of questions here is three.
Three.
Followed by that, we are having fluid mechanics, we are getting one question compulsory. That
Okay.
is nothing but 4. And also logic gate 1, which is
Okay.
nothing but 5. And logic gate, additionally, I can also say Zener diode is also one part of the semiconductors
Okay,
only.
okay.
So from here we got 5, and followed by this ray optics, we are having 2 questions.
Okay.
So 7 questions.
7.
And then after that also we are having, apart from ray optics, sometimes, okay, we can go with electrostatics 100%. Since from past 2 shifts
One
we are
question,
getting
sir.
2 questions.
Two
we are
questions.
Getting. Since from past 2 shifts we are getting 2 questions here.
Okay.
So this is almost 9. And
9.
lastly, finally, we can also go with kinematics part, projectile motion. One time they have asked the question,
Okay.
and 2-3 times they asked from projectile and from motion under gravity. So
Okay.
overall I can say it as a kinematics part if they are going with this, followed by this thermodynamics also.
Okay.
So
Okay.
11 questions, 10 to 11 questions, the student can do it easily
Okay.
from this.
So dear students, hope you have noted these chapters. And now let's go to the next point here. Venkat sir, after today's 24th January session,
Yes.
the students who are having the exam on 28th, they are maybe as a surprise, they are getting 3 days in between for the preparation.
Yes.
So those students who are productively utilizing it, it will be an advantage. Otherwise, it will not be so great if they are not doing any extra activity than a regular process, right? That is what I am believing. So, what all the things they have to do, they can do it so that the score can be uplifted from preparation up to today in these 3 days, that they can add to their score for the 28th session.
Yes. Yes. Actually, this is a great advantage for last shift students. For example, any student not able to focus on numerical part like colligative properties like that, those can focus much on complete theory part in these 3 days. One more thing I need to add actually, that is D block elements, especially compounds of D block elements, chromium and manganese compounds, KMnO4, K2Cr2O7. They are
Yes.
giving one
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Easy to learn. Along with that, next amines also they are giving questions. That is also NCERT level only, sir. Actually, they are not going beyond NCERT.
Yes.
If
Yes,
you
yes.
read each and every line from NCERT amines, you
Okay.
can solve that question easily.
Correct.
Next, most important thing, you cannot skip this, not at all. Even average student also cannot skip this POC.
POC. Yes,
Qualitative
correct.
analysis, sir. Qualitative,
Repeated.
quantitative.
Yes.
In
Yes.
the past 7 papers,
Yes.
we didn't get the 8th
Definitely,
paper.
definitely, we are
More
getting
than 5
questions.
questions they give, sir.
There is no shift without quantitative.
Yeah, without
question.
quantitative. One
Yes,
is
correct.
given phosphorus
Correct.
is given.
Correct.
First shift to sulfur given, next to phosphorus given,
Halogen
next
is
to
given,
given,
nitrogen given. Nitrogen, both methods also covered.
Yeah, both
Dumas,
methods. Yes,
today
sir.
morning Dumas it was.
Yeah,
And yesterday
Zeldal's
Zeldal's
method is given.
Yes, yes.
So 5 questions given from same topic.
Okay.
Mostly we can expect in today's and 20th shift
Yes,
also,
yes.
sir.
And the 28th children, whoever are having the exam, what I feel is they have to go through all the chapters short notes.
Yes, sir.
Right? So whatever chapters are there, because 3 days is not a small
sir.
duration, they can do systematically if they are utilizing 15 to 16 hours of daytime, then definitely they can do every chapter revision from all the 3 subjects.
sir.
From the short notes and important points, whatever they have labeled, right? So from my side, it is like a short notes from particularly from physics part, sir. What they can do, that they can utilize this opportunity better.
Sir, I strongly suggest most of the student to go with 2024 models.
Okay.
Because the majority of the questions are the PYQs, derivative of the 2024 and 25 majority.
Okay.
And in this short span, they can take out the formula of that particular model and just go on repeatedly.
Okay.
Like this is a time just for the revision part, so they can go through the, anyhow they have made the short notes, I believe, majority of the students, and the rest of the students who did not make the short notes, they can go through all the formulas as of now. And 2024, whatever the order is there, the models or the chapters which I have said already, if they open that PYQs and our sheet also, if they open it, and if they see our sheet exercise 3 part, and in that order wise, if they are seeing reading the question, and for this formula is applicable,
Okay,
if they
okay,
go
okay.
with that particular part
Okay.
also, that will be more than
It will
enough.
be very
Because,
much helpful.
as of now, just what we got is 50% of the PYQ derivatives has been appeared in this evening shift of today's paper. I came to know about
So
this
it will
part.
be highly helpful if they are
Yeah, of
sticking
course.
to even only to the PYQs
PYQs.
also.
24 and 2024 and 2025, if they are going with those
Sufficient.
models, more than enough, sir, more than enough, because
Okay.
majority of the students said 50% of the PYQ derivatives are from 2024. In fact,
Okay.
I can say you yesterday, day before yesterday, one question appeared direct 2024 models. Direct question from 2024.
Today morning also, sir, a diazonium salt stability order is there.
Yes, sir.
I don't know whether you have seen it or not. It is the same question with the same groups 2022 PYQ.
Yes, sir. Previously
So
also
we
given, yes.
got very much surprised by seeing that question. It is not like a, concept picking up from the previous year. It is the question picking up from the previous year question. So that is like a big surprise, and it has to be understood by the students how it will play an important role. Maybe suppose for your shift directly PYQ question is not coming. For some students it is coming. But point is not that whether same question is coming or not, but that ability and attitude, that way of thinking will be developed when they are doing the PYQ questions, right? And Venkat sir, one more point from, as you are a chemistry expert, I want to ask you how the NCERT is playing a role in this JEE Main exams.
Sir, it's very good thing. Actually, coming shift students can focus much on this. Especially, exclusively, NCERT is enough, far enough, 100% or more than 100% enough for inorganic.
Okay.
And more than 100%, sir, actually.
Okay.
Because they are giving questions from NCERT, but only thing is they are changing the questionnaire.
Okay.
So student need to focus, sir,
Okay.
on while reading the question.
Okay.
If they read it properly, automatically they can solve.
Okay.
But
Okay.
not giving directly copy paste questions NCERT lines.
Okay.
But sometimes they are modifying questions, sir.
Okay.
So if they read it properly, NCERT these 3 days is great time.
Mhm.
Actually, whatever we conducted, sir, mock tests in the last weeks till the grant test.
Mini JEE
Yeah,
and all.
mini JEE and mock test we conducted. Many questions we covered in that. actually.
Repeated.
Yes, repeated. Same concepts.
Okay.
Actually,
fine.
POC questions.
Is it
integration.
same in physics also, sir? That from the mini JEE and our resonance revision program mock test
Sir,
questions are repeated?
I exactly say that, sir. Whatever we have done in our mini JEE, followed by that, whatever the questions we have followed in this month, our papers were actually from started grant test from the 3rd or 4th
Yes.
January. Since from 4th January, continuously our resonance team has prepared the question paper and lot of efforts were put. And from the physics side, I'm very sure I can say you almost more than 17 to 18 models has been touched in every paper.
That is
Almost.
great, sir. That
That's
is
a
great.
very great thing. And one more things, if we say, whatever the questions were there, I cannot say directly that the same question has been appeared, but that particular topic, if the student is doing, then 100% those questions models has been repeated.
Okay.
So exact question is not there, but almost all the models are
Okay.
touching the roots of our grant test as
Okay.
well as what we did in our RPTs and STs.
Okay. One more thing I had, sir. As we have seen so many students year by year, all these academic years, one thing I observe that many of the students are very much focused on the developing of their concepts and do very little practice on time management. So, any strong suggestions you will give for the 11th standard students and upcoming students who want to give the exam? How important is this time management, and how should they practice to excel in that point?
Exactly, sir. Majority of students they will focusing, they won't focus at a time, and they're just going on solving that aspect somewhere or the other way, that is affecting some of the students who are not managing their time in these shifts also. So that's why majority of the students are taking
They
time
know it, they know the concept, but not able to do within the time.
And some of the student this generation, they will try to get the methodology, then after that if the calculation is tough, this will do it in exam, and they will take the calculator, they will do it.
That laziness should be repeated here also.
Exactly, that is what affecting here, because the level of the papers of physics since from past 2 sessions or 3 sessions, specifically in the evening sessions, what we have been observing is like the calculate. Lengthy means calculate. So we have to go in deep of this part. So now within short span, that student on 28, we cannot gain that part.
Yes,
The
yes.
only thing is more focused on the calculation
No,
side.
that is why I am asking if this is the challenge, the 11th standard students, those who are having a complete 1 year now,
Yeah.
if they want to take the caution,
Yeah.
so this point will be very much helpful for
very
them.
much helpful, and the calculation whatever is there, they have to try by
So-
solve by themselves.
Okay, that means you mean to say like whenever they are sitting some question practicing, they should do within some time like that.
Irrespective, initially they might face some difficulty, So 3 to 5 minutes they will be taking as 11th student initially.
Okay.
But if they are going on consistently working on, that will reduce from 5 to 4, 4 to 3 minutes, 3 to 2, and to some extent 1.5.
Okay. Okay.
1.5 minutes. So for this part, they have to do the calculation by themselves. No doubt they might have get the overconfidence that the questions they will be doing mathematics part. This calculation I will do it. That
Okay.
will be from their side. But
Okay.
in actually, because of the fear during the exam, might be 3 to instead of 6, they will go for it. It is a
That
fear
nervous,
part.
they,
Yeah, nervousness. So that's why they are practicing perfectly. No doubt, the student can do it easily.
Okay.
So I would like to suggest for the coming 11 student that okay, whatever the questions are there, what you are practicing from the sheet side, you specifically solve that particular question and do the calculation. At the end, no, okay, this I can do it with calculator means that will be some way or the other cannot be visible to you at that time. But when you are going to attempt your mains, in the mains paper itself, you might face that difficulty. So you have to overcome this by solving yourself during the practice time.
Okay. And Venkat sir, many of the students in the chemistry part, as organic chemistry is the high weightage part in the entire chemistry. So, but there are a lot of reagents are there, name reactions are there, mechanisms are there. Many students will get confused, and it is very big challenge for them. And unless they do not brace organic part, they cannot score better in this chemistry subject. So what type of suggestion you can give for the 11th student or the preparing students, even 12th preparing students also for the April attempt? How should they tackle in organic chemistry so that they can score better in this part?
Yes, sir. Yeah, this is actually very good, useful thing. How to prepare organic chemistry, we need to know. Generally, students will prepare that equation and they will leave.
Yes.
Once whole STR is finished, then they need to revise class notes, complete
Okay.
class notes,
Okay.
sir. After that, they need to solve the sequence questions, A to B, B to C, C to D. Many
Conversions.
interconversions, many questions they need to solve. Automatically, confidence develop, not only confidence, sir. Actually, with that, they can save the time also. They can utilize it in physical chemistry.
Yes, yes,
And
correct.
physics in maths also, because some papers may be lengthy. One more thing I observed, sir, if you practice much organic chemistry, they can save in the organic and they can utilize same in the physical chemistry also.
Okay, okay.
So in that way they can score well.
Okay.
And many students are not opening all the question papers actually. I mean physics, chemistry, maths. Sometimes if you see, surprisingly today, this is chemistry is tough today. Maths is easier, for example. Then some students don't open mathematics, they will lose the score.
Yes, yes.
So all the
Easy
subjects they need to see.
correct.
Especially
And
for 11th class students, this is great opportunity for 11th class students also.
correct.
Yeah, sorry for interruption, students. Yeah, technical. Yes, sir. Actual thing we are discussing about chemistry attempting.
Chemistry, students feel that it is a scoring subject.
Yes.
So how to make it a reality?
Yeah, it is scoring subject 100%, no doubt at all. But at the same time, many students can go in, can solve the question till the end, but choosing options. Generally, first option,
Okay.
some value will be there. Second option, another will be there.
Okay.
First option is correct. Second also correct.
Okay.
But at the end, fourth option, both one and two will be there.
Okay.
So such things we need to focus on. Students need to read whole question properly. And calculations also till the last step they need to do.
But that point, as per Hayat sir covered, the calculation, surprisingly, they cannot develop the expertise in the examination hall. That has to be started much earlier when they are in the 11th and 12th standard. They have to do lot of calculations and reach to the final answer. Then only that habit will be continued in the examination.
Even if 12th class students also session 2 is there. Not
Yes.
only this is not completed. This is not the
Yes.
end of their preparation, JEE preparation. Session 2 is there, sir.
Yes.
So based on those students also who complete the exam, who is going to write 28th session,
Yes.
those also can do, even they can
Yes.
start now.
Yes.
But
At
only
least
thing
one or
is-
two mock tests they can
Yes,
give.
sir. Yes. Slowly, step by step, we need to solve. As sir told now earlier, it may take 4 minutes time in starting, but later it will be 3 minutes. Later
Definitely it will be decreased later
But
on.
only thing problem in chemistry is they will solve 20 questions, but 2-3 will be negatives will be there, 4 will be there sometimes. So in that case, in that point, they need to focus much while doing
Yes, yes.
examination. And
So-
one more thing, sir, that is about the attempting. Sir already told clearly. All the subjects, if they attempt 20 questions, easy questions, moderate
Altogether.
questions in all the 3 subjects, 100% will be there. 15 to 20 questions will be
Yes,
there.
yes, yes.
They will score 80 marks easily.
80 to 100.
After that, they can add in the coming remaining 2 hours, they will
Yes.
get contents and they can add some more 80 marks in the remaining 2 hours. Even paper is tough. That is the
Yes.
one of the best score, 160.
Yes.
Seat getting score. One
Yes.
of the good NIT they will get.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very true. Very true. So now, this is the intro part, which will be highly helpful for the students. And whenever the time is available in between the question discussion, also we will share the valuable discussion. Now, our Hayat sir, thank you for sharing your knowledge to the students. Venkat sir, thank you very much, sir. And now our another expert faculty, Vijay sir, is ready with discussion of maths questions. So please welcome us, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please just share the view about how was the maths paper, and please get into the question discussion, sir.
Yes, sir. We will discuss the paper also, and actually till now, whatever questions we received from the approx 14, 15 questions we received till now from the student, and whatever I see, these are same type of the pattern that every time they are following. Like the, if we accept the yesterday's evening paper, other than those, all are the similar type of the. It means they are asking average or easy question, but some questions are will be little bit lengthy. Okay, but you cannot say that maths is coming difficult as it is like moderate or easy, but time taking. Okay. That is the overall, and every time they are repeating the, it means suppose topics are going to repeat, question they change, but same type of the topic they are asking again and again.
Okay, so PYQ solving will be
PYQ, and this time whatever papers student they wrote, those need to be, student need to be go through with those also, whoever is going to write on 28th.
okay. So students, listen to the experts' advice. Whatever the sessions we have discussed, all the papers, go through all these recordings. They will be very helpful for your upcoming sessions. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Thank you,
please
sir.
continue.
Okay, sir. Now, dear student, now we start the discussion part. Now, the first question from the mathematics. It is the, okay, so this is the question from the PNC, which is based on rank. Simply, just simply, those, all the student who know how to find the range is going to get the marks for this one. Okay. If words are arranged in a dictionary alphabetically order, then the rank of Udaipur. So here just only what matter, we need to find the rank of this word Udaipur. Okay. So what we do, first we write all these letter in alphabetical order. So first what comes? A comes, then D comes, then P, R, then U, then again U, and then Y. Total, by the way, how many letters we have? 7, and here also we have 7. Okay. Now we need the rank of the word Udaipur. So first, when we arrange all the word form using these letter as dictionary, then first what we will get? We will get all the word which start with A. Now remaining just we arrange because we need Udaipur and it is start with U, not with A. Okay, so remaining 6 we arrange here. Then how many ways we have to arrange? 6 factorial by 2 factorial, because 2u we have alike. Okay. Now next words start with D. Obviously those also we need first letter as U, and these all the word which start with D is going to be above that one. We just need to count. By the way, is 6 factorial by 2 factorial, that is equal to 720 by 2, 360. Okay. Now when we put D here, then remaining we arrange at these 6 place. That will be same number of ways, that is equal to 360, 6 factorial by 2 factorial. Then we arrange all the word which start with P. So that is also same. Other than P, we arrange here these all the remaining letters, and those all comes above this one. So here also 360. Now what next comes? R, same thing. Remaining we arrange here, and what we are getting? 360. Okay. Now after R, what comes? U. And actually our letter or word is also start with U. Okay. It means now we do not change this first letter because it is matched with the that word Udaipur. Now as you get the first letter, now remove this U from here, then what we have remaining? A, D, P, R, U and Y. Okay. Now same procedure we follow. First we write those all which comes with 2. Now we are going to match this second letter only, A. Then remaining how many we have? 5. We arrange here, and actually we need D. So these all comes above. Those 5 we arrange here. How many ways we have? 5 factorial, that is equal to 120. Now U is already fixed. After A, what comes next? D. And actually yes, or second letter is also D, so that got match. So as second match, now remove D, then what we have remaining? A, P, R, U, Y. Now again we follow the same procedure. So first we write which start with A. What is our third letter? That is A, and here that got match. So we need A, remove A now also. P, R, U, Y. Now we follow the same procedure. Now what we write? P. And actually what is our fourth letter? We need Y. It means those are going to be above. We just need to count. Remaining these 3 we arrange here. How many ways will be there? 3 factorial, that is equal to 6. Now U, D, A already fixed. After P, what comes? R. Do we need R? No, we need actually Y. Then other than R, we arrange remaining 3 here. That is how many ways? 3 factorial, that is also equal to 6. Then U, D, A. After R, what we put? U. Do we need fourth letter as U? Actually not. So again we count how many ways we have. That is same 3 factorial equal to 6. Now U, D, A. Then after U, what we write? Y. And what we need? Our fourth letter got match, Y. Now actually we leave this Y also. What we have? P, R, U. Now we arrange remaining 3. P comes first, and what we need? Fifth one, P. P also got match. Then we have remaining RU. We follow the same procedure. First we write RU, and then what we write? UR. Okay. And we need this one. So here it is 1 and this is 1. We just need to count these all. We have 364 times, so that is 1440. Then this one is 18 and 2, that is 20. And this is 140 and 1440. Okay, so what is our answer? That is answer is 1580. Okay, 1440, 120, that is 1560, and 20, that is equal to 1580. Okay, so answer of this question was 1580. Now coming to next question, the maximum value of n for which 40 power n is divides 60 factorial. Okay, so we need to know, by the way, this is the question from the chapter PNC. Here exponent of prime factorial that we need to find. We need what is the maximum value of n for which 40 power n divides 60 factorial. So as first, if I write 40 prime factorization, that can be written as 8 into 5, 2 power 3 into 5 power 1. So to get what is the exponent, I just need to find what is the exponent of 2 and 5 in 60 factorial. So first I'm going to find exponent of 2 in 60 factorial. that exponent of prime p in n factorial, that formula I'm going to use, greatest integer of n by p, then greatest integer of n by p square, greatest integer of n by p cube. We just keep doing this one till this value is less than 1, because once it comes as less than 1, greatest integer is going to be 0. I'm just applying formula directly. So first 60 by 2, greatest integer will be 15. Then again we divide by 2 square, so just half it and take the greatest integer 7. Again divide this one by, I'm just writing the result directly, then 7 by 2 3 point something, greatest integer, that will be 3. Then what else next will come, that is equal to 1. Okay, now if we add, then how much we are getting, that is equal to 15. Oh sorry, just a minute, actually here when we divide 60 by 2, first one or will be the 30. Okay, greatest integer part is 30, then 15, 7 and 3 and 1. Now what we are getting, that is equal to 10, 25 and 30, 55 and 1, 56. Okay, so exponent of 2 in 60 factorial is 56. Now what I find, exponent of 5 in 60 factorial, exponent of 5 in 60 factorial. Okay, 60 by 5 greatest integer, that is equal to 12. Then we divide by 5 square, greatest integer will comes as 2. Then we divide by 5 cube will be greater than 60, so greatest integer will be 0. What we got, 14. Okay, so in 60 factorial we owe exponent of 2 as 56 and exponent of 5 as 14. Let me check what will be the exponent of 40. For 40 I need 2 power 3 into 5. If we have 5 power 14 and 2 power 56, okay, so to get 8 power 14, can we have 14 into 2, that is equal to 42. We have greater than 42. So can I say in this complete product we get the 40 power 14. Okay, so greatest value of n is equal to 14. Now this one is the correct one only. Now coming to next question. Okay, so this is the question from the complex number and it is easy one only. Modulus of z square equal to 44200, then the n is equal to, okay, z is the sequence, so modulus of z square. So what we do, we just take the modulus of these all and we square. So 1 plus iota modulus square, that is equal to 2. Then 1 plus 2 iota modulus is root 5, square is 5. Then 1 plus 3 iota modulus square is 10. Then 1 plus 4 iota modulus square is 7. Okay, so on. Next will be 1 plus 5 iota modulus square is 26, so on. And they gave that this is equal to 44200. Now we need to know what is the value of n. It means total how many terms we have in the sequence, so that product is equal to this one. Okay, not a problem, total. Now first let me simplify what we can cancel. This one is the 10 and 10, 100 got cancel out. Now how many more term we need to get this one? 442, that can be written as 17. If you divide by 17 you will get 26. So we need 17 and 26. It means these two term only we need. So can I say this is the last term? This is 1 plus n iota modulus square. Okay, and actually we know how we got this one. 1 plus 5 iota modulus square, it means n is equal to 5 only. Okay, till 5 term only we need to proceed. So n is equal to 5. Now coming to next question. Okay, correct one is 5. Now the next question, the image of the parabola x square equal to 4y in the line x minus y equal to 1. Again, chapter is the parabola. It is easy one only. Okay, just you need to find the image. So to get the image of parabola on a given line, we just find the image of general point of this parabola on this line and we find the locus of that point. Okay, so x square equal to 4y. What is the general point on this parabola? 280 comma 80 square. What is the a? A is equal to 1. So x is 280, it means 2t. Y is equal to 80 square, it means t square. You can check it, this point is just only satisfying. Okay, so this is the general point. To get the image of parabola on this line, we just find locus of image of general point, okay, of this parabola. Now I'm going to find the image of this point on this line. So x minus x1 by a, that is 1, y minus y1 by b, that is minus 1, equal to minus 2. As we are finding image, put the point in equation. X is 2t, y is minus t square minus 1, divide by a square plus b square, that is equal to 2. This 2 got cancel out. X minus 2t here, y minus t square by minus 1, 2 cancel. If you multiply minus, we are getting t square plus 1 minus 2t, that is t square minus 2t and plus 1. Now when we equate with x, what is the value of x we are getting? X is equal to t square plus 1, because minus 2t and minus 2t got cancel out. Now when we equate these two, minus 1 multiply this side, so minus t square plus 2t minus 1, minus t square cancel, and y equal to, we got 2t minus 1. Now what you want? Locus. So I need relation between x and y. So value of t from the second equation I'm going to replace in first. First equation is x minus 1 equal to t square, okay, and what is the value of t? Y plus 1 by 2. So y plus 1 by 2 whole square, okay. Now if we expand it, then y plus 1 whole square is there, 2 square is 4, that multiply to left, 4 times x minus 1. Okay, so this is our locus. Is there anything mesh? Y plus 1 whole square equal to 4 times x minus 1. Y plus 1 whole square equal to 4 times x minus 1. Second one is correct one. Okay. Now coming to next. Okay, so this is the question from sequence series, and by the way, here square AB. Okay, so this is of the form. Here sum of two numbers here, a plus b, and the same a square plus b square plus ab, a cube plus a square b plus ab square plus b cube. Okay, so for this sequence, you just need to multiply with the a minus b form. So what I'm doing, I'm just multiplying this one, this complete sequence, I'm multiplying by a minus b in numerator and denominator. So 1 by 3 minus 4 by 7 in numerator and 1 by 3 minus 4 by 7 in denominator. We are multiplying. So when we multiply, this term will multiply with all. Okay, 1 by 3 plus 4 by 7 plus 1 by 3 square, 4 by 7 square, and plus 1 by 3 into 4 by 7. Okay, so on. In this way it will multiply with all. Okay, now when we multiply, denominator will remain same. By the way, if we take the LCM, 7 minus 12 minus 5 by 21, so minus 21 by 5. Now I'm multiplying these. It looks like a minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square. So what you will get? 1 by 3 square minus 4 by 7 square. Okay, this is the first term. Now when we multiply a minus b with a square plus b square plus ab, we got a cube minus b cube. So second term, when we multiply this factor with this one, what we are getting? 1 by 3 cube minus 4 by 7 cube. Similarly, next is going to be 1 by 3 power 4 minus 4 by 7 power 4. Okay, in this way sequence we are getting. Now we write the terms of 1 by 3 one side and 4 by 7 other side, minus 21 by 5. So if I write, if we add these terms, 1 by 3 square, 1 by 3 cube, 1 by 3 power 4, it forms a infinite GP. So I'm just using the formula of infinite GP, a by 1 minus r. A is what? 1 by 3 square, it means 1 by 9, minus 1 minus r by 1 minus r. What is the r? R is 1 by 3. Then in these term, 4 by 7 is square, 4 by 7 cube, 4 by 7 power 4, I'm taking minus common. So this also form 4 by 7 is square, like a square plus a cube plus a power 4 infinite GP. Again sum is a by 1 minus r. First sum is 4 by 7 square, that is equal to 16 by 49. By 1 minus r, r is equal to what? 4 by 7 we have. Okay, now further we simplify. minus 21 by 5. Here it is 2 by 3. Then 3 got cancel out, and what we got? 1 by 6. Okay, it is 3 by 7. So 7 to 49, 7 time cancel, and what we got? Minus 16 by 7 into 3, 21. Further, we multiply this minus 21 by 5. So here when we multiply 3 to this one 2 time, and this is 7 time cancel, what we got? Minus 7 by 10. And when we multiply here, 21 got cancelled, minus minus plus, and we got plus 16 by 5. Okay, now further we take the LCM. LCM is equal to 10 minus 7 here and 32 here. 32 minus 7, that is equal to 25, and what we got? Finally 5 by 2. Okay, so answer is 5 by 2 for this particular question. Okay, now this was the maths portion. Now I will request you sir to join us for the chemistry.
Hello students, myself Srinivas. Okay, let us discuss chemistry paper. Right. Right, correct order of second ionization enthalpy. Second ionization enthalpy of what? Carbon, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Right now, what is the carbon electronic configuration? Right, 2p2, 2s2, 2p2. Okay, nitrogen 2p3. Okay, oxygen 2p4, fluorine 2p5. Right now, this is the ground state electronic configuration of elements given in the question. Right. So you people should remember this trick to give the order of ionization energy. This is the general order: P6 greater than P5, P5 greater than, not P4, it's P3 because of field electronic configuration, P3 greater than P4, P4 greater than P2. Okay, P2 greater than what? Not P1, S2 because of stable electronic configuration, S2 greater than P1, P1 greater than S1. This is the order, whether it is first ionization energy or it is second ionization energy. You people have to remember this order. Highest ionization energy exhibited by the zero group elements in a period, after that halogens, after that nitrogen family, nicogens, after that chalcogens, oxygen family, after that carbon family, after that alkaline earth metals, after that we have the carbon, boron family, finally we have the alkali metals. This is the order you should remember. You can easily deal this question. Okay, right. So for first ionization energy, you should remove the one electron, but question asked for the second ionization energy, you should remove the one electron, 2p1. Here you get the 2p2. Here you get the 2p3. Here you get the 2p4. Okay. Here now oxygen having the off-filled electronic configuration, which is stable electronic configuration. In stable electronic configuration or symmetrical electronic configuration is present, removal of electron is difficult. In such cases, you have to supply the more amount of energy to remove the electron than oxygen having the highest. Okay, what is the order you can take? Highest, what is the order? You can take P3 here, P3 after P4, P4 after you get the P2, P2 after you get the P1. Right. P3 means oxygen. After that, carbon. Uh, P3 means here we have the second ionization energy, na? Oxygen greater than. Okay. P4 means fluorine. Fluorine greater than nitrogen greater than carbon. This is P3. Now it has the P4. Now it has the P2. Now it has the P1. Okay, then are in reverse. Carbon less than nitrogen, nitrogen less than fluorine, fluorine less than oxygen. So option 4 is the correct one. You people have to remember this order. You can easily deal this question. Okay, right. Let's move to next question. This is they asked from the isomerism, that is particularly from the conformational isomerism. Question is very easy, right? Right. Statement 1, second is more stable than 1. And statement 2, as dihedral angle increases, stability decreases. This is 100% wrong. Okay. Second is more stable than first one. It is eclipsed form of ethane. It is anti-form. Okay, na? Right? We have the eclipsed form and anti-form. In the eclipsed form, dihedral angle is 0. In the anti-form, dihedral angle is 180 degree. Here we have. Right now? Right? When dihedral angle is less, repulsions are increases. Repulsions are increases, stability is what? Decreases. In the eclipsed form, stability is very, very less. In the anti-form, stability is very, very high because of less repulsions. In the anti-form, less repulsions are present, whereas in eclipsed form, repulsions are more. Therefore, first one is less stable than second one. Yes, second one is more stable than first one. First option is right. Right. As dihedral angle increases, stability also increases. Dihedral angle increases. What happened? What happened? Repulsions are decreases. Repulsions are decreases. Stability is what? Increases. Right now? Right? So then statement 1 is correct one. Statement 2 is incorrect. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. Option 3 is correct one. Right? It's a very easy question they asked from the degree of alcohols, right? Right. Which of the following molecules is secondary alcohol? There is no alcohol in this compound. Okay. Here we have the secondary alcohol, right? Alcohol attached carbon directly attached with two other carbon atoms. So secondary. This is also OH attached carbon directly attached with two other carbon atoms. It is secondary. It is also secondary, right? Here there is no secondary. It's a 1 degree alcohol is present. Here also we have the OH attached carbon directly attached with two other carbons. This is also what? Secondary. So what is the correct option? What is the correct option? B and C and E having the secondary alcohols. Then correct one is second one. Okay. Let's move to next question. How many linear tripeptides are possible when valine, glycine, alanine are present? No amino acid should be repeated. Very, 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 very easy question. It is permutation, na? 3 amino acids they given. Okay, to give the peptide bond. Okay, right? What is the answer? 3 factorial. What is the answer? 3 factorial. That means answer is 1 into 3 into 2, 6. 6 are possible. How many are should not be repeated? Should be repeated? No amino acid should be repeated. How many linear tripeptide? Linear tripeptides are possible. 3 factorial linear tripeptides are possible with given amino acids. Then answer will be 6. What are those? Valine, glycine, alanine, this is one. Valine, alanine, glycine, this is second one. Okay. glycine, valine, alanine, glycine, alanine, valine. Okay, valine, valine is completed, no? Alanine, glycine, valine, alanine, valine, glycine. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. 6 tripeptides are linear tripeptides are possible, right? Let's move to next question. Okay, that's it now. Ravindra sir will continue. Right.
Good evening to all of you. Myself, Raghavendra, Senior Faculty of Physics in Resonance Group. Now, I have come here to explain you the questions, few questions from physics in the evening session, whatever they have asked in IIT Mains. Let us start. First question, a uniform rope is supported by two level pin support. Very famous resonance seat question directly. You have here, you are taking T. Here it is T, this angle 30, so this angle is 30. This side it will be T cos theta. Here it is T sin theta. Means T sin 30. So here also, in this direction, if you'll be taking, so here also it will be same T sin theta. So here if you take, here also same T sin theta, so 2T sin theta, this will be equal to mj. Clear to you? The vertical component of tensions at the end. Let us suppose this is TE at the end. 2TE sin theta is mj. Now, 2TE sin 30 you know, this is mj. So 2TE half, this is mg. So TE will become mg. So this is tension at the end. But they are asking you tension at the midpoint. At midpoint, if you see the rope, it will be completely be horizontal. Tension here is completely horizontal. It means that tension at the midpoint, this will become T cos theta, means 30 degree. This is TE, you have taken T cos 30. Now, T is mj and cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Your answer will be mg root 3 by 2. Clear to you? The answer is number 3. NLM question is moderate. We have written in the corner. Now, let us move to second question. Find force on charge Q 1 microcoulomb. They have given you here 1 microcoulomb and they have given you an uniform rod. This rod is charged. It has charged 2 microcoulomb and they are asking you how much force is exerted by this rod on that point charge. You know that you will have to use integral calculus. You have to integrate. For that you will have to take dq. So what I do, I am taking here a small charge dq at a distance x from here. So, or you take capital Q, already small q they have taken. So dq will be equal to, they have given you charge as 2 microcoulomb to 10 to the power minus 6 by 10 centimeter charge per unit length by 10. This will become 20 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. How much force will be exerted by dq on q? What is the force, Coulombian force acting between dq and q? So this df will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught dq into q by x squared. This is your charge per unit length. This length you have taken as dx. So this into dx, here you'll have to multiply by dx. So dq is charge per unit length into length. So here it will become 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught dq 20 10 to the power minus 6. That one is 1 microcoulomb. 1 10 to the power minus 6 by x square and dx you keep here. This is force acting between dq and q. Now you want to calculate f, so we will be integrating df. What is the minimum value of x? It will be 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter means how much? 0.02 meter. And what will be maximum value of x? Maximum value of x from here till here, it is 12 centimeter, means 0.12. For integration, limits of integration plays very, very important role. Now after this, you take out all constant quantity outside. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 10 to the power 9. This one is 20 into 10 to the power minus 12. And you will integrate dx by x squared from 0.02 meter to 0.12 meter. Clear to you? Now you go for f. F will be equal to, from here I am getting 9 into 2, 18 into 9 1 10, 10 to the power minus 2, and here it will be minus 1 by x, 0.02, 0.12. This part I am showing you separately. So this will be minus 1 by 0.12 minus minus plus 1 by 0.02. This will be equal to, you will be taking here 100 by 12, and this is 100 by 2 minus, this will be equal to 12. 100 you take out, okay, 2 6 times, 1 time, this is 5 by 12, 10 to the power 2. So it will be equal to 18 10 to the power minus 2, 5 by 12, 10 to the power 2, 6 3 times, 2 times, 15 by 2. This one is cancelled. This much Newton. This will become 7.5 Newton. Clear to you? Answer is 7.5 Newton. Whenever this type of problem is coming, you must take a small charge element of length dx. Its charge you find out, charge per unit length into length, take df and then integrate. Be cautious for taking lower limit and upper limit. So answer 7.5 Newton. Let us move now to next question. It's from kinematics. Moderate question. It is based on graph. The first time you are getting from kinematics graph from the first session onwards. What you have, V versus X graph they have given you. This is given graph. Okay, a straight line graph it is. A straight line graph, you know, y equal to mx plus c. Let us check once. Yeah. So here you see v equal to mx plus c. On y-axis you have v. Your slope is negative. M is less than 0. And intercept part on y-axis is positive. Means c is greater than 0. They are asking you what will be the nature of graph if I plot the graph in between acceleration and position. Right now, for this, you know acceleration v dv by dx. Am I right? Now, you check here your m. M is nothing but, you are going for m. So, m is dy by dx. So, dv by dx. So, this is v into m. And v is what? mx plus c. The shortest way I'm giving you for solving this problem. So, v is mx plus c. And here it is m. So, acceleration you are getting m square x plus mc. So, this is y. This is x. If you analyze this graph represents a straight line. It means that if I plot the graph in between acceleration and x means position, guaranteed graph should be straight line. Here if you see, 3 graphs are a straight line graph. Am I right? 3 graphs are a straight line graph. Now, in these 3, which graph will be right? We'll have to check that. Right now. So now, in this you check first m squared. Even though m is negative, m squared it will always be positive. So for this graph, your slope is m squared, which is a positive quantity even though m is negative. A square you are taking of that. So the graph a versus x, its slope should be positive. Here you take slope is negative. Slope is 0. Here only slope is positive. Second thing, you check here, m is negative, right? Here m is less than 0, m is negative. Means intercept part on y-axis must be negative. So undoubtedly, your answer will be number 3, straight line graph having positive slope and intercept part on y-axis, that is on acceleration axis, it should be negative. Answer number 3. Now, let us move to next question. You have find current through ammeter in a steady state. They have given you a circuit and they're asking you what will be the reading of ammeter, means what will be the value of current which will pass through this 8 ohm. A very interesting thing, they have given you a capacitor. In a steady state, capacitor is useless, right? Current will not flow through that. In between two plates of capacitor, either vacuum will be there, air will be there, or any insulating medium will be there. It will not allow current to pass through. So what is the need of keeping this? You remove this. If you remove this, then how this circuit will become? 6 ohm, 4 ohm, this is 6 ohm, here you have 8 ohm, and here you have 1 ammeter. This is 4 ohm, here you have 8 ohm, and again you have here 8 ohm. I have removed now capacitor, there is no use at all. So your circuit will become like this now, right? Now this 8 and 8, they are in parallel. It will become 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm in series. It will become 8. Let us consider this is an ideal one. The 8 and 8 in parallel, it will be 4 ohm. So this circuit will change to, this is 4 ohm, okay, and this is 6. 6 plus 4 in series, it will become 10 ohm. So the current which will come from here, this one is 10 volt, I will become equal to 10 by 10, it will become 1 ampere. Is it clear to you? If you want, we can redraw it. We will take this as 6 ohm, here we will take 8, here ammeter, and this is 4, okay, and here 4, again I will show you here 8 ohm, and now you will easily understand. Now this one is 10 volt, from here 1 ampere current is coming, means here how much current had come? 1 ampere. And now you see, this is 8 ohm and this is also 8 ohm, right? You have again check 8, 8, 4, 4, 4, 8. These two were in series. So 8 ohm and 8 ohm, they are in parallel, and 1 ampere current is coming because equal resistances are there. So whatever current will be there, it will be equally be divided. So it is 1 ampere. Here how much will come? Half ampere. And here how much current will come? Half ampere. So what will be reading of ammeter? Half ampere. Simple, na? We can find out current through any arm. Okay. So here half, here half. If they will ask here, then again half will be divided 1/4 ampere. Clear to you? So let us see where is the answer. Answer is number 1. I hope you understood it. Let us move now to next question. Let me check. Yes, this is next question. A particle attached to an ideal string is projected from position B. At position A, tension in string becomes 0. Again from resonance sheet. My children may be remembering I have given for this particular type of problem a simple trick. In 1 second you will say the answer. Sin theta equal to n minus 2 by 3. You don't worry. I will fully show you the derivation. But first, keep in mind, let me give you the key so that you can solve the problem in 1 second. You draw here one line. Take this angle as theta. This is 120, this is 90, so this will be 30 degree. I am drawing like this. What trick I am giving you? Sin theta, mane sin 30 equal to n minus 2 by 3. You will be asking me, sir, what is n? What n represents? You are projecting from here, so VB is under root NGL. So this is 1 by 2 n minus 2 by 3, 2n minus 4 equal to 3, n equal to 437 by 2. Ready-made directly I can take the answer this. This is the shortest technique if you can remember this formula. But because everyone cannot remember, so I am showing you from where this trick or technique I have developed, because it is from our resonance sheet. What to do? First, you take tension here. This is T. Here is mg. So this side what will act? Mg sine theta. Right now. So what will be centripetal force? Your centripetal force will be the net force which is acting towards the center. The net force which is acting towards the center is T is acting towards the center, and your mg sine theta, this angle I have taken theta. Understanding me? No? T plus mg sine theta, this will become equal to m. This point they have given a, mva squared. This length they have taken L, mva squared by L. Clear to you? Now, they are telling you tension should be 0. If tension is 0, it means that mg sine theta, this must be equal to mva squared by L. Now, we will have to get Va squared. For that, you will have to use principle of conservation of energy. The difference here you take, here you are taking only kinetic energy, and let us assume that as base level, so potential energy 0. So what will happen? Half m Vb squared will be equal to half m Va squared. This is kinetic energy at A. And potential energy will be mg. Now height from here till here. So if this is theta, this will be theta, this will become L sine theta. So the height of point A from B will be L plus L sine theta. So mg L plus L sine theta. Now from here multiply by 2. Okay, no. A Vb they have given you NGL. The M NGL multiplied by 2. The MVA squared plus 2 MGL 1 plus sine theta. I'm interested in getting MVA squared. So MVA squared, you take O, MVA squared is MNGL minus 2 MGL minus 2 MGL sine theta. Am I right? This is MVA squared by L. By L, so this L will go, this L will go, this L will go. Clear to you? So this will be equal to mg, you are taking n minus 2 and minus 2 sine theta. This is mva square by L, and from here this will become mg sine theta. Now minus 2 mg sine theta, transfer that side. First mg you have removed, the minus 2 sine theta will go that side. 3 sine theta is n minus 2 sine theta will become n minus 2 by 3. See here, I have used this simple trick, complete derivation of the technique I have given you. Now, already I have given you answer, theta is 30 degree. You have got the value of n as 7 by 2 before that only I have ticked the answer under root 7GL by 2. I think that all of you understood clearly. I will suggest everyone to remember this formula, sine theta equal to n minus 2 by 3, with one precaution. This theta is not complete angle. If from here you will take, it will become 90 plus theta. Okay, no, I have taken theta only this angle. I hope you understood it. Let us move to now next question. Okay, let me doubly check this. The distance between object and 3 times magnified real image in a concave mirror. It's a concave mirror problem. Let us use new sign convention, very easy to solve. You'll tell why, sir? All real distances positive, all virtual distances negative. Easy technique I am giving you. Okay? If you will take all real distances positive, object is real, object distance you take positive. Okay? No need to take light ray from left to right or right to left, you will be confused. I am taking a concave mirror, and what they say you, that its real image is 3 times magnified. If you know image formation, when object starts from infinity to focus, this is F, this is C, let us take infinity somewhere here, okay, no? If we will take beyond the line, as object will approach, you know that when object is at infinity, image will be at focus. Point like, real. As step by step, object is approaching towards concave mirror, step by step, image will start moving away from focus towards infinity. And size will be also going on increasing. These 5 cases will be object real, image real. Only the case when object comes in between pole and focus, then you are getting virtual magnified image. Right? So guaranteed here, real image is there. You know that when object comes at center of curvature, size of image is equal. Guaranteed object is here. And its image will be in between C and center of curvature and infinity. Its image will be somewhere here, 3 times. Okay? This is F, this is U, here it is V. You know 3 times M they have given you. The 3 equal to V by U, V will be 3U. Am I right? Now, they are telling you distance between object and its image is 40 centimeter. This distance they have given you 40 centimeter. Am I right? So if I go for V, 3U equal to U plus 40, it means 2U equal to 40. So U equal to 20 centimeter. You got U 20 centimeter, it means V will become equal to 3 times 60 centimeter. Here, object is real, image is real. If you take all, then 1 by 20 plus 1 by 60 equal to 1 by F. It is 60. It is 3 plus 1, 1 by F. Your F is 60 by 4, 15 centimeter. If you take real object, real image, new sign convention, focal length of concave mirror is 15 centimeter. But if you use coordinate geometry sign convention, then in that case, you'll have to take the ray coming from this side. You know coordinate geometry sign convention. Here, towards this side, you'll have to take positive, this side positive. All distances measured along negative x-axis will be negative. That's U will be negative, V will be negative, F will be negative, because here then here there will be F, here there will be C. Your object will be here and image will be somewhere here. This focus is virtual. F is real. Focus is real, but when you are taking focal length negative, so confusion is there in coordinate geometry sign convention. If you take a new sign convention, damn simple it is, answer is already there. So here, because your focus is in this side, it is not in positive x side, so you will have to take minus 15 centimeter. So what they have given you in the question, you know, already we are taking these questions from the students who have appeared just now in the evening, from their own memory, whatever they are telling, based on that, we are discussing the paper. Then now, if I will just see this, if in answer they have given you all negative, tick minus 15 centimeter. If they are giving you plus 15, you tick plus 15 centimeter. Answer F for new sign convention plus 15 centimeter, coordinate geometry sign convention minus 15 centimeter. I hope you understood it clearly. Now, these many questions were there with me. Now, other subject sir is ready. He will come and he will discuss. Thank you to all of you. हो जाएगा, हो जाएगा.
Hello everyone. Now I am going to discuss next mathematics questions. So here question is here from function, part of ITF. This is also one of the easy question. You have to find domain of sine inverse 1 by x square minus 2x minus 1. How to find domain? For sine inverse x, this will become 1 by x square minus 2x minus 1, lie between minus 1 to plus 1, or you can write magnitude of this less than equal to 1. So cross multiply this, you will get 1 less than is equal to magnitude of x square minus 2x minus 1. So if you open this modulus, you will get x square minus 2x minus 1 less than equal to minus 1, or x square minus 2x minus 1 greater than equal to 1. So simplify, and then after you will get your answer. How to simplify? This will get cancelled. You will get x square minus 2x less than equal to 0. From here you will get x lie between 0 to 2. This is your A. And from here, if you simplify this portion, you will get x square minus 2x minus 2 greater than or equal to 0. This is a quadratic. Roots of this equation is 1 plus minus root 3. So from here, you will get x belong to minus infinity to 1 minus root 3 union 1 plus root 3 to infinity. So suppose this is B. Your answer is A union B. If you take A union B, you will get minus infinity to 1 minus root 3 union 0 to 2 union 1 plus root 3 to infinity. So from here you can get alpha, beta, delta, lambda, everything. So what is alpha? Alpha is 1 minus root 3. And from here beta is 0. And delta is 2. And lambda you will get 1 plus root 3. You have to find sum of these all. If you add these all, you will get minus root 3 plus root 3 cancel. 2 plus 1 plus 1. How much? 4. So your second option is correct. Easy question. Next question is from AOD, monotonicity. This is also one of the easy question. You have to check this function is differentiable or not, or increasing, decreasing also in the given interval. How to check? This is given ln x, not mod. So first of all, redefine this function. So if we redefine this function, you need to take x positive because x is argument of log, which is always positive. So if x lie between 0 to 1, this part will be negative. Ln x will be negative. So if you remove modulus, you will get minus ln x. And between 0 to 1, this part also negative. So you will get minus of minus x minus 1. Now if you take x greater than or equal to 1, then you will get ln x positive. So you can remove modulus, and this part is also positive. So this will become minus x plus 1. So this thing you are getting after redefining the function. Now you have to check differentiability. First you need to check function is continuous or not. If you put here 1, ln 1 0, 1 minus 1 0. If you put here 1, ln 1 0, 1 minus 1 also 0. So this is continuous at x equal to 1. So you can directly differentiate this function. You will get minus 1 by x plus 1 for 0 to 1. And this one is 1 by x minus 1 for x greater than 1. Now check at 1, continuous or not. If you put 1, minus 1 plus 1 0, and here also 0. So this is continuous at x equal to 1, means this function is differentiable at x equal to 1. So this function is differentiable everywhere. For x greater than 0, first statement is correct. Second, increasing, decreasing you have to check. So how to check increasing, decreasing? If function is increasing in any interval, then f dash x is positive. So for 1 to infinity, for more than 1, if you put any value more than 1, you will get negative here. This person. That means function is not increasing in 1 to infinity. If you put any value from 0 to 1, here you will get negative also this part. So function is decreasing in 0 to 1. So third of statement is correct and first is correct. So which option is your correct answer? First and third is true. So first option is correct. Okay. Next question. This is from limit, a standard limit. You can, and very easy question, you can easily solve. Limit x tending to 0. Convert this tan into sine by cos. You can write sine of tan x by cos of tan x minus sine of sin x by cos of sin x whole divided by tan x minus sin x. Now take LCM. You will get limit x tending to 0. This will become sine of tan x cos of sin x. Sine of sin x cos of tan x. So numerator you will get sine of a minus b, so tan x minus sin x. And denominator you will get tan x minus sin x times cos tan x into cos sin x. This is your denominator. Now apply limit. This whole part will become what? 1. Sorry. This whole part will become 1. And if you put x 0, cos 0 is 1 and sin 0 is 0, so cos 0 is also 1. So your final limit is, limiting value is 1. So 1 is your answer. Which option is correct? First. So very, very easy question. And next question, this is repeated question. You can go and watch 22nd evening shift, I think. Same question is here. So how to solve this question? You have to take value of x. Suppose if you take 0, you will get y square less than 52. That means possible value of y is 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, up to plus minus 7. So how many elements are here? 15. So total 15 elements for first. Now if you take x equal to plus minus 1, y square, put here 1. So 52 minus 4 will become 48. So this is 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, up to how much? 48 is there, so up to plus minus 6. How many elements are there? 12 plus 1, 13. If you take plus 1, you will get 13 element. For minus 1, also 13 elements. So total number of element is 26. Similarly, next, x equal to plus minus 2. Y square will become, if you put here 2, 4 into 4, 16. 52 minus 16, how much? 52 minus 16, if you take, you will get 36. 52 minus 16, you will get 36. And 0 plus minus 1 up to 5. How many elements? 10, 11, 2 times. For plus 2 1 times and minus 2 also. So 22 elements are here. If you put x equal to plus minus 3, you will get y square less than, if you subtract 36, you will get 16. So for this, 0 plus minus 1 up to plus minus 3. So 6, 7 into 2, 14 element from here. Now if you take plus minus 4, so this will become 64. 16 into 4, 64, which is, so y square is not negative. So these are your elements. If you add this, you will get how much? 26 plus 14, you will get 40. And 55 plus 22, how much? 77. So your answer is 77. Third option is correct. Next question from function. 3fx plus 2 times f of m by 19x is equal to 15x, where m is given. So first of all, find m. From here you will get m. I square is there, I equal to 1 to 9. So you can find m, 9 into 10 into 19 by 6. So from here you will get 3, 2, 5, 15 into 19. So m is 15 into 19. Put here m. You will get 3 times fx plus 2 times f of 15 into 19, 19 get cancelled. So 15 by x is equal to 15x. Suppose this is first. Now replace x by what? Replace x by 15 by x. If you replace x by 15 by x, you will get 3 times f of 15 by x plus 2 times fx is equal to 15 square by x. This is second. Now solve these two equations. Try to cancel this 15 by x. You will get fx from here. How to cancel? So for cancel this, you need to multiply first by 3 and multiply this whole second by 2. If you multiply and then subtract, this will get cancelled. And this one is 3 into 3, 9fx by 4 minus 4fx will become how much? 5fx equal to 45x minus 15 square into 2 by x. So this is your fx. Fx will become how much? You can divide by 5, you will get 9x minus 90 by x. You will get from here. So 9 you can take common. Fx will become 9 times x minus 10 by x. And you have to find f5 minus f2. So f5 is what? Put here fx equal to 5. You will get 9 into 5 minus 2, 3. So this will become 27. And f2, 9 into 2 minus 5 minus 3. This will become minus 27. So f5 minus f2 will become 54. So 54 is your answer for this question. Next, this is from area. If f alpha is the area bounded by the first quadrant by x equal to 0, x equal to 1, y equal to x square, y equal to mod of alpha x minus 5 minus 1 minus alpha x plus alpha x square. Then you have to find the value of f0 plus f1. So first of all, draw the graph for this. X equal to 0, this line, and x equal to 1. This line is x equal to 1. Y equal to x square. Y equal to x square in first quadrant. Okay, so this value is also 1. Next, y equal to given, you have to find f0. So put here alpha is 0 and f of alpha is given. If you put alpha 0, then you will get. So if you put alpha here 0, y will become how much? 5 minus 1, that is 4. So y equal to 4 line. So this area you have to find. So how to find this area? Integrate. F of 0 you will get from 0 to 1, 4 minus x square dx. Now your integration will be 4x minus x cube by 3 and limit is 0 to 1. You will get 4 minus 1 by 3, which will become 11 by 3. So f of 0 is 11 by 3. Now you have to find f of 1. F of 1 is what? Put alpha is equal to 1. If you put alpha is equal to 1, you will get value of y. So if you put alpha equal to 1, you will get value of y is x mod of x minus 5, 1 minus x plus x square. But we have to take these all values between 0 to 1. So for this reason, you can remove modulus. X minus 5 will become negative for that reason. So minus x plus 5. And 1 minus x is what? If you put here less than 1, you will get positive. So same sign. Minus 1 plus x square is there. This x will get cancelled. Y is equal to 4 plus x square you will get from here. So 4 plus x square means curve like this passes through 4. And you have to find this area between 0 to 1. How to find area? Area will become 0 to 1. Upper curve is 4 plus x square. Minus lower curve is what? X square. This will get cancelled. So this is your f of 1. 4x, है ना? 0 to 1, you will get 4. So f of 1 is 4. You have to find the value of f of 0 plus f of 1. F of 0 is 11 by 3. F of 1 is 4. If you add, you will get how much? 23 by 3. Third option is your correct. So next part we will explain. Other sir?
Thank you, sir.
Hello, dear students. Yeah, this is Venkateshwar Rao Sangha, Senior Chemistry Faculty in Resonance. Now, as we discussed in the starting, this chemistry paper appears to be little difficult. That is in calculation point of view, especially. Okay, let us start chemistry. Continuation now. An electron make transition from higher energy orbit N2 to lower energy orbit N1 in lithium plus 2 ion such that N1 plus N2 is 4, N2 minus N1 is 2. Then first of all calculate what are N1 and N2 values. Here from this N2 minus N1 is 2, N2 plus N1 is 4. So upon adding, so N2 equal to 3. So N1 will be 1, right? Upon substitution. So lower orbit is 1, N1 is 1 and N2 is 3. Now the question is, determine the wavelength emitted in the emission. This is emission. In nanometers is the question, right? So the formula for wavelength, 1 by lambda equal to RH into Z square into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. So 1 by lambda equal to RH into Z value. What is the Z value? This is not hydrogen spectrum. This is given as lithium plus 2 ion. So Z value will be hydrogen, helium plus 1, lithium plus 2. So Z value will be 3. 3 square into 1 by N1 square is 1 by 1 square minus 1 by 3 square, right? Now upon substitution, 1 by lambda equal to 9 into RH Rydberg constant into, it is upon simplification. So 3, 9 minus 1 by 9. So is 8 by 9. 8 by 9, 9, 9 gets cancelled, right? Rydberg constant value 1 by lambda equal to 1.09677 into 10 power 7 centimeter inverse into 8. So lambda, if you solve, it is, we are getting nearly 11.4 into 10 power minus 9 meter. So this is 11.4 nanometer nearly. So option 2. Like these questions, solve carefully in the coming shifts, or even junior students who is looking at this. So you need to know the calculation part is very important in physical chemistry. Maximum chances will be there to get marks this type of questions, especially atomic structure. Very simple questions they are giving, like energy, radius, velocity, wavelength, right? Next to next question is, they gave 4 complexes. They asked about wavelength absorbed by the above complexes in the order. So this is from complex compounds chapter, crystal field theory and valency bond theory and their applications. So wavelength. First of all, if they ask wavelength anytime, calculate energy. Energy order. Energy depends upon the strength of the ligand. So energy directly proportional to strength of ligand and inversely proportional to wavelength, right? So first of all, write the strength of ligand, that will be the energy. So energy of the complexes will be here cyanide, here ammonia, 5 molecules, here the exact question, given question is, this is not the given question from the students I received, this is CONH3 taken 6 plus 3. This is the question received from the students. So from this energy is, here also ammonia, 6 molecules, here 5 molecules, here fluoride. Here this is strong field ligand. Cyanide is strong field ligand, ammonia strong field ligand, fluoride is, halogens are weak field ligands, right? So here strength of the ligands, here 5 molecules, 5 ligands, here 6 ligands. So energy will be A greater than and C greater than B greater than D, right? So it is cyanide, strong field ligand. This is also strong field, but here 6, here 5 only, right? So lambda will be D greater than B greater than C greater than A. D, B, C, A. Okay, this is a D, B, C, A. This option is not there. This is the correct order of wavelength. Yes. Once you can cross check again. Cyanide strong field A greater than, C greater than, B greater than D. A, C, B, D. So wavelength will be D, B, C, A. Okay. Here some typing error may be there. Okay. Now next one is, which of the following have same bond order? Once again, chemical bonding question repeated in this. Yes, in every paper, at least one question will be there from chemical bonding. At least one question. Either applications of bond parameters, MOT and VSCPR, hybridization, right? So here, same bond order and paramagnetic nature. For this, one of the important thing we will discuss now. Very interesting thing. It is useful for all competitive exams. How to calculate bond order, electrons and bond order. So electrons 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What will be bond order? For this electrons, so bond order is 0, 0.5. Yes. 0.5. Next it is, yes, 1 second. 0, only 0 electrons present. 0, 1 electron present. 0.5, 0.5, 1.5. again 0.5, 1.5, right? Next to 8 to 20. 8 to 20 electrons and bond order. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Here 0 increase 0.5 successively. Okay, 0, 0.5, 1.0, 1.5, 2.0, 2.5 and 3. Yes, it is a nitrogen molecule, everybody know. In the NCERT clearly mentioned nitrogen, oxygen. Next 0.5 decreases, 2.5, 2.0, 1.5, 1.0, 0.5 and 0. Okay, just remember this. It is easy trick. Up to 7 electrons, 0 to 7, 8 to 20. So good. Now they asked same bond order and paramagnetic nature. Same bond order means this is you can use. Paramagnetic means unpaired electrons. Okay. Now O2 plus, how many electrons? N2 minus, how many electrons? O2 16. O2 plus will be 15 electrons. N2 14. N2 minus will be 15 electrons. So both are having 15 electrons. Then bond order is 2.5. So bond order 2.5. Its bond order also 2.5. And each contains one unpaired electron, paramagnetic and paramagnetic, right? Next, if you check O2 minus, O2 16, it is 17 electrons. It is N2 14, it is 13 electrons, right? So 17 electrons, 1.5, 13 is 2.5, so this is not. They asked clearly same bond order and paramagnetic. So obviously first option. It's okay. Easiest question. You can use this trick to solve the questions easily. Okay. Next one. Yeah. Delta H atomization means enthalpy of atomization of CH4 is given. Enthalpy of atomization of C2H6. This is one of the repeated model in the JEE. In the earlier years, many times they gave this model question in the JEE. Easiest question from thermochemistry. Okay. Here, enthalpy of atomization of CH4 means carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. It need to break up into C plus 4H. So delta H atomization is equal to 4 CH bonds to be broken. Delta H bond dissociation is 4. So delta H of CH will be X by 4. Simple thing. For 4 bonds X. For each bond X by 4. Next to C2H6 structure. C2H6. Right? Yeah, here I am writing C2H6. Right? CH3 single bond CH3. Here it need to atomize it into 2 carbons and 6 hydrogens. Here delta H atomization is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 H bonds are there. 1 CC bond is there. So 6 into enthalpy of bond dissociation of 6CH and 1 time of enthalpy of bond dissociation of CC. So its enthalpy of atomization is given as Y. So Y equals to 6 times of CH. Each CH is X by 4. 6X by 4 and bond dissociation of CC. It is 3 times, it is 2 times. So enthalpy of bond dissociation of CC is Y minus 3X by 2. Okay. So Y minus 3X by 2. So option 2 is right. This is also one of the easy model only. Appears to be calculation. Focus much on this concept. How we are doing. So 4 CH bonds is X. Each one will be X by 4. So here 6 CH bonds are there, 6X. And this is unknown equal to Y. You can solve simply. Okay, very good question this is also. Next one, 0.18 molar HQ solution has molar conductivity 1 by 30 times the molar conductivity of 0.02 m HZ solution. Find the value of pKa of HQ minus pKa of HZ. So if you see here, pKa of HQ minus pKa of HZ. Yes, this is from electrochemistry. Conductance topic, right? One of the important topic for JEE Mains and Advanced, this one. So pKa of HQ minus pKa of HZ. What is the pKa formula? Minus log Ka. So minus take inside log of Ka of Hz minus log of Ka of HQ. Right? Why it is reversed? Minus is there. Minus inside. So it will become like this. pKa equal to minus log Ka HQ. pKa equal to minus pKa is log Ka Hz, right? So pK of HQ minus pK of Hz. Upon simplification, this one log of Ka of Hz by divided by Ka of HQ to the base 10. Log over Ka is C alpha square. C alpha square of Hz by C alpha square of HQ to the base 10 equal to log over C alpha square. What is concentration given for Hz? Hz concentration is given as 0.02, right? So it is 0.02 divided by HQ concentration given as 0.18. 0.18 into alpha value. Alpha is unknown. Alpha is not given. So alpha to be calculated. So what is the formula to calculate alpha? Alpha of Hz divided by alpha of HQ will be alpha formula lambda m at given concentration by lambda m at 0 concentration divided by, it is Hz, lambda m of given concentration by lambda m at 0 concentration of HQ equal to, here interesting thing is they only gave lambda m of Q minus and Z minus are same. So denominator gets cancelled. Lambda m at given concentration of Hz divided by lambda m at given concentration of HQ. So what about its value? Hz by HQ. Here HQ by Hz is given as 1 by 30. So it will be 30 by 1, right? How it is 30 by 1? It is HQ is 1 by 30 times of Hz. So Hz by HQ will be 30 by 1. So therefore alpha of Hz by alpha of HQ is 30 by 1. So 30 by 1 whole square equal to log 2 into 30 square, 900 divided by 18. 9 times it is 100 times, it is log 100 is 2. Yes, is one of the good question in the whole JEE paper. It may be lengthy. Yes, one of the toughest question I think in the whole paper in today's paper. It's very good question. This is also from electrochemistry. This type of questions they are giving in the recent years. So answer is 2. Next. A complex CrH2O taken 6Cl3 show conductivity similar to 1:2 type of electrolyte. This is from coordination compounds and the concept is Werner's theory. Yes, it is Werner's theory. Okay, is Werner's theory. Now this is 1:2 type complex, means one complex ion, 2 chloride ions. Then it will be Cr H2O taken 5 Cl and Cl2 dot H2O, right? This is upon treating with aqueous solution. 9.3 grams of this solution passed through cation exchange. Then excess of AgNO3 is added. Excess AgNO3 added. Then it's excess. Then how much will precipitate? Very simple thing, very interesting question. Many numericals we can solve on this. Simply how many 1 mole of this complex, how many chlorides outside? 2 moles of chlorides, right? So 2 AgCl, 2 moles of AgCl will precipitate, right? So it is 1 mole. Its mass is how much? Its mass around this complex mass. 1 chromium is 52, right? Next to 5H2O, totally 6H2O. So 90 and 3 chlorides. 2 chlorines is 71, other chloride is 35.5. So nearly 5, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 5, 8. 3 plus 7, 10, 19 and 5, 24, 248.5. So it is 1 mole means 248.5 grams gives 2 moles means 2 into 1 mole of AgCl is 108 plus 35.5, 143.5. Yes, it is 143.5. 2 moles means 2 into 143.5 grams. The question is only 9.3 grams given. So this 9.3 grams gives how much? So if we calculate, we'll get the answer for this, right? Okay, students. This is also little calculation part, but easiest question. Basic Werner's theory. Just if you know writing the structure, we can solve this question easily. Okay. Yeah, 1 second. Next, this is from Werner's theory, right? Next question. A group 7 element which has +7 oxygen state forms a salt with potassium. What is the color of this salt? So potassium complexes in our NCERT syllabus clearly mentioned K2Cr2O7, right? K2Cr2O7 and KMnO4. These are only, right? Chromium 4s1 3d5, manganese 4s2 3d5. So the compound is purple color, right? Diet question. Next. Vapor pressures of two volatile species A and B are 55 and 120 mm respectively. If mole fraction of A in liquid state is 0.8, then mole fraction of B in vapor state. This is from solutions chapter, colligative properties, solutions and colligative properties, ideal and non-ideal solutions, right? So if you take vapor pressure of two components A and B, so what is the pressure of total solution? Pressure of solution equal to pressure of A plus pressure of B. This is the most important thing. These model questions are there in NCERT also. So PA plus PB, PA is PA naught into XA plus PB naught into XB. Remember, I am talking about solution state, but the question is asked in vapor state. Don't forget, this question is not in the solution state, vapor state. First solution state, pressure of solution is PA naught. Vapor pressures of two volatile species before mixing. Pure state is, it is 55 and here it is 55 mm given, right? So it is 55 mm and 120 mm. It is 55 mm into mole fraction is mole fraction of A in liquid state. So it is 0.8 plus pressure of B in pure state is 120 given into mole fraction of B. So how it is? Mole fraction of A is 0.8. So mole fraction of B will be 0.2 because sum of fractions equals to 1. Solve this. Calculate. 8 5s are 40. 8 5s are 40 plus 4, 44, right? 8 5s are 40. So 4. 8 5s are 40 plus 122s are 12s are 24.0. Total is 40 plus 20, 60 plus 8, 68. So this is pressure of solution only, right? Next, the question is not this one. What is the mole fraction of B in vapor state? So how to calculate? I am assuming XA comma XB are mole fractions in solution state. This is the important thing. PA naught comma PB naught in pure state, PA and PB in solution state, XA and XB in liquid state, YA and YB in vapor state. Okay, that is the concept. So YB equal to PB by pressure of solution P total. PB is PB naught into XB divided by P solution is PA naught into XA plus PB naught into XB. So what is PB naught into XB? This one only. So this part only. PB naught into XB is 24. Total is 68, right? So it is, so 4 times 4 6 are 24. Next here 4 1s are 4, 4 7s are 6 by 17. Nearly 17 4s are 68, nearly 0.3, nearest value. So option will be 0.3. This is ideal, non-ideal solutions, right? Next one. Half-life of radioactive zinc 65 isotope. Zn is 65.3. Zinc, one of the isotopic form, is 245 days. Find time after which activity remains 75%. So how much remaining after? Remains 75%, means consumed is 25 only, right? So here T off is given as 245 days, right? Next, find time after. Time to be calculated. Time is how much? This is from chemical kinetics, first order, radioactive disintegration, even nuclear physics, nuclear chemistry, all are same. First order kinetics, radioactive isotopes disintegrates as per first order kinetics, which will be completed after how many days? After infinite time, right? So formula is K equal to 2.303 by T into log over A by A minus X to the base 10. A is initial amount, X is consumed, A minus X is remaining. So K formula is 0.693 by T of, right, equal to 2.303 by time into log over, for example, A is 100, yes, initial 100, X is remains to 75%. So remaining 75% means A minus 6 is 75 only, right? So calculate this. T of is given 0.693 divided by 245 equal to 2.303 by T into log over 100 by 75. 25 4s are 25 3s are, right? So calculate T value. Here it is cancelled 0.3010, right? It's the value of 2.303 into 0.3010 only. So 0.3010 by 245 days equal to 1 by t into log 4 by log 3 means log 4 minus log 3. Log 4 is 0.6020 minus log 3 value 0.4771. Generally, in the original question paper, mostly they will give logarithm values. If not given, you can take 2, 3, 5, 7. If you learn, remaining will be easy only. Mostly they will give. They are giving mostly. But it is memory based paper. That's why it is not appearing here. Mostly they will give. Even not given, learn 2, 3, 5, 7 values, right? So from this t equal to, you will get the answer in days, right? Nearly 102 days we are getting, right? Next, yeah, that's it, students. Yeah. Next, physics teacher will continue. This is generally little lengthy and calculation part is there in the whole chemistry paper till now, if you see. Yes. Okay, physics teacher will continue. Hello, sir.
Hello students, so my name is Vishal Sarwa and I'm physics faculty at Resonance Chola branch. So now same thing has happened, what happened in the yesterday's second shift papers were really tough. You have to be very calculative in under extreme pressure. So let's move to the question. Okay, so first question we have from surface tension. Radius of a soap bubble is changed from 7 centimeter to 14 centimeter, then in the process, what is the work done basically we have to find. So this value is equal to 15,000 minus x. So find the value of x. Now we know that work done will be change in potential energy. So for a soap bubble there are two free surfaces. So answer will be 2t a2 minus a1. Is it clear? Now 2 into surface tension is given as 0.04. Now area when radius is 14 centimeters. For a sphere, area will be 4 pi r square. So 4 pi common. So a2 minus a1 will become r2 square minus r1 square. So 2 into 0.04 into 4 pi is given 22 by 7. Now r2 is 14 square, then 7 square. 14 square minus 7 square. So and it is a centimeter square, so in meter square it will be 10 to power minus 4. Now when you solve this equation, answer will be 14,784. So our x will be 15,000 minus 14,784. So x will be 216. So only the calculation part is lengthy, otherwise it's a direct formula based question. So answer will be fourth option 216. So you can easily get plus 4 marks in this question. Okay, move to the next question. Okay, so the question says that for a uniform cylinder of length L and R, moment of inertia is I1 in this condition from center of mass and perpendicular to the axis. So if the length changes to L by 2 and R by 2, so final moment of inertia is I2. So you have to find the value of I1 and I1 divided by I2. So in this condition, initially I1 will be ml square by 12 plus mr square by 4. That we know, it's a simple formula. Now if length and radius are changed, that means mass will also change. So mass we have to find. So we know that mass will be density into volume. So pi r square L. So mass depends on r square into L. So final mass will be r square. So 1 by 2 square 1 by 4 and 1 by 2. Basically it means m0 by 8. So final mass will be m0 by 8. So now find the value of I2. So I2 will be in the place of m, right, m0 by 8. So m0 by 8 L square. So L is L by 2. So L square by 4 into 12 plus m0 by 8. R square, R is R by 2. So R square by 4 into 4. Now we can see we can take common 8 and 4. 8 and 4. So I2 will be 8 into 4, 1 by 32. M naught L square by 12 plus M naught R square by 4. So this value is equals to I1. Now the question says ratio of I1 and I2. So I1, okay, I1 by I2 will be 32. Again, calculation part was lengthy. Otherwise, it's a simple formula based question. There is no much concept. So answer will be 32. So if you can calculate it correctly, you will easily get +4 marks. Okay, next question. So this question is from this combination of resistance. So we know it's a standard question. So this R and this R will be in series. This R and this R will be in series, and these are two in series. We know it's a standard process. There is a mirror symmetry, so we can easily solve. So now our combination will behave like this. So this is R, 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 and R. Now 1 and 2, they are in parallel. So this combination R equivalent will be 2 divided by 2 plus 1. So 2 by 3 R. Same with this 2 by 3 R. So combination will be R, R, and 2 by 3. So 1 plus 1 plus 2 by 3. So it will be 8 by 3. Okay. So 8 by 3 R parallel to R and R 2R. Then again 8 by 3 R. Now 8 by 3 and 8 by 3 are in parallel and same. So answer will be 8 by 6. It will become half. 8 by 6 R and 2R. They are in parallel. So final result will be 8 by 6. You can write 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 into 2 divided by 4 by 3 plus 2. So it will be 8 by 3 and 10 by 3. So 3 cancel. Answer will be 4 by 5. 4 by 5 into R. So 4 by 5 R. Again, question was simple, concept was simple, but the calculation part was lengthy. So same, you can easily get +4 marks. But yes, calculation in this shift was lengthy in all the questions. Okay, next question is, two identical loops are placed coaxially as shown in the figure. Radius of both are same R, and find the magnitude at field O. Okay, so for that, to solve this question, you should know that magnetic field due to a circular loop at the axial surface, it will be mu naught I R square 2 R square plus X square to power 3 by 2. Now see, due to P, the direction is anti-clockwise. So direction of magnetic field at O will be towards right, BP, and due to Q, it will be towards left, BQ. Okay, everything is same, A is same, radius is same, so basically 4I and I. So BP will be higher than BQ, so final answer should be towards P. Okay, now we solve. So B net will be mu naught R square X square, they are same, so it will be common. So mu naught, okay, R square 2. Now R square plus R square, so 2R square to power 3 by 2. So 2 R square to power 3 by 2. Now I, so it will be 4I and minus I because direction is opposite. So mu naught R square 2 into 2 to power 3 by 2. So basically 2 root 2 and R to power 3, 3I. Clear? Now R square and R cube cancel out. So answer will be 3 mu naught I divided by 4 root 2. 4 root 2 R, and direction we have already discussed, it will be towards P. So towards P. So option will be 3, towards P. 3 by 4 root 2 mu naught I by R. Is it clear? Same formula based question, but yes, calculation part is lengthy. Okay, if we move to the next question. So the next question is from optics. Distance between an object and image formed by the lens is 30 centimeter. Basically, distance between U and V is given 30 centimeter with magnification plus 3. Now, if magnification is plus 3, so we can surely say that lens has to be convex lens, and this is the case. When image forms behind the lens. Now, M is 3, so we know that 3 will be V by U. So V will be 3U, they will be on the same side, and difference is 30 centimeter. So V minus U is 30 centimeter. Now V equals 3U, so 2U equals to 30, and U equals to 15 centimeter. Now logically you can solve this question that focus has to be greater than U, because this is the condition that object is between focus and optical center. So focus has to be greater than U, so only one valid option is 22.5 centimeter. But if you want to solve, so if U is 15, V will be thrice, so it will become 45 centimeter, and we know that by mirror lens formula, F will be UV, U minus V. So U and V will be negative, so negative into negative positive, 45 into 15 minus 30 plus 45, so it will be 45 into 15, so 30, this is 30, so 15, it will be twice, so F will be 22.5. Is it clear? So answer has to be 22.5. Now if we move to the next question. Okay, so all the questions are done from my side. Now I would like Vivek sir for the mathematics part. Sir.
Hello student, myself Vivek Kumar, mathematics faculty at Resonance Hyderabad Center. So now we are going to see the mathematics sum. Yeah, this first question from the integration, by the way standard format only it is there. So what you have to do in this one, you can take the x to the power 9 common from here. So if we can take x to the power 9 common from here, x to the power 9 we can take common, so we can get x to the power 18, 1 by x to the power 9 plus 1 by x to the power 7 plus 2 whole square dx. Now from the x to the power 18 we are going to be divide, so we can get 7 by x to the power 8, 9 by x to the power 10 divided by 1 by x to the power 9, 1 by x to the power 7 plus 2 whole square dx. Now we can take this value is equal to 1 by x to the power 9 plus 1 by x to the power 7 plus 2 is equal to t. So x to the power minus 9 plus x to the power minus 7 plus 2 is equal to t. Now we can differentiate this one, so we can find the value minus 9 into x to the power 10. So like that we can write x to the power 10 here, minus 7 divided by x to the power 8. This value dx is equal to dt. So now we can see this one, this value is equal to, we can write here, this value is equal to, we can write here dt, and this value is equal to minus dt divided by, this is the t square. So this one minus t to the power minus 2 dt. So we can write minus 2 plus 1 minus 2 plus 1, this value. So this is equal to 1 by t. Now t value is equal to, you know, so now you can keep this value, then x to the power 19, and this value will come. That means our option number 3 is correct. Now we can see the next sum. Our next sum is there from statistics, from the mean and variance. Y is equal to, yi is equal to xi plus b. I think here the a is the missing is there. A you can write here in the question. Such that the mean and variance of the y is equal to 30 and 120 are given. See here, mean of yi is equal to a exi plus b. Like that we can write. Yi value is equal to what given? This value is equal to given 30. So you can write the 30. A. Now the mean of the xi. Mean of the xi means 1 to 19 are there. So sum of that term means 19 into 20 by 2 into 19. So this and this cancel. From this to 10. So one of the relation we can find from here, 30 is equal to 10a plus b. By the way, question is asking find the sum of the value of the b. So whatever the value of the b is there, those sum we have to be find. Next, variance is given. So we can take the variance of the yi is equal to a square variance of xi. As we know the concept, in the observation, either we can add anything or we can subtract anything. Variance is not at all going to be changed, so no need to be write the b. So this value is equal to given here 120. So we can write the 120 a square and then variance of the xi. Variance of the xi easily you can find from here. All of you know how we can find. So variance of xi, variance of x observation is equal to, we can write here 1 square, 2 square, up to 19 whole square divided by number of term. So 19 we can write minus summation of all the term. By the way, summation of all the term divided by n. So this value already we find out here. That is the 10. So directly we can write here the 10. So this is the 10 square. Once you can calculate here, so the value is equal to, we can find here the 30. So now this value I am keeping here the 30. For a value is equal to plus or minus 2. Once the a value is equal to plus minus 2, you can keep there. If a is equal to plus 2, then b is equal to 10. If a is equal to minus 2, then b is equal to 50 when a is equal to minus 2. They are asking about the sum of the b value. So sum of the b value is equal to 10 plus 50 is equal to 60. So our answer become 60. Conceptually not much a strong sum, but you can say here the calculative sum is there. Basically, if you can use this concept, so easily you can do whatever the time you can spend here only. Here only it will take the more time. Now we can see the next sum. The point h comma k lies on this one, this lies on the ellipse. Then we have to find the eccentricity of the ellipse. First of all, you can find the general equation of the ellipse. And then once you can find the general equation of the ellipse, easily you can find the eccentricity value. This value is equal to, parametric form we can write, let point h comma k lies on this one. So 2 cos theta and 2 sin theta value will come. H comma k. Our h is equal to this one and k is equal to this one. Now this point lies on that one. So what we can write here? We can write 4 cos theta plus 1 comma, here you can put that 6 sin theta plus 2. That value is equal to equate with the x and this value equate with the y. Now parametric form is there about the sin theta and cos theta. So we have to remove the sin theta cos theta. How we can remove? X minus 1 by 4 is equal to cos theta. So can you square here? Y minus 2 by 6 sin theta, you can square this one, is equal to 1. So we can get, this is the ellipse equation. Once we can get the ellipse equation, then eccentricity is equal to under root of 1 minus, by the way, our this 6 value are the mode. So here we can write 4 square a square by b, a square by b square format only. So now we can do the calculation of this one. So 6 square minus 4 square by 6 whole square. 6 plus 4, 10 into 2 by 36. Now we can get the value of the eccentricity, asking about here 5 by e square. So 5 and by e square, this value we can keep here. So this value, this will come the 36, 10 into 2. This value 2, 2 to 4, so is equal to 9. So we can get here the value is a 9 value. Yeah, next sum. Obviously, this is the ij here in the question. This question belongs to matrices and where we can use the adjoint concept. So for the matrices and the adjoint concept, so Q is equal to, we can write here Q11, Q11, Q12, Q13, Q21, Q22, Q23, Q31, Q32, Q33. Ab now Qij, we have to be convert in terms of 2i plus j minus 1 and Pij. So now we can convert this one. So Q value is equal to, now you can see here, if we can keep the value 1, 1 here, so 1 plus 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 1 only, means here that 2, 2p, 1, 1, 1 plus 2 minus 1, so 2a square, p, 1, 2, 2 to the power 3, p, 1, 3 we can get here. Now here Q21, so we can get 2a square, P21, this value 2, 2, so we can get here 2 to the power 3, P22, 2 to the power, here we can get the 4, P23, from here, 3 plus 1, 4, so 2 to the power 3, P31, 2 to the power 3 plus 2, 5. So we can get here the 4, P32, 2 to the power 3, 3, 6. So 5, P33. We can get this value. Now we can take the determinant on both sides of this one. Now we can take the common. If we can take the common here, So first of all, from here 2 we can take the common. From here you can take the 2a square common. From here you can take the 2q common. So we can get here P11 2 into P21 2 to P31. Here 2a square we can take the common. So P12 2 P22 2a square P32. And from here we can take the 2q common. So here we can get P13 P23 and 2 whole square P33 we can get here. Now from second row and third row you can take the common 2 and 2a square. So 2 2a square 2q 2 2a square P11 P12 P13 P21 P22 P23 P31 P32 P33 we can get here. That is equal to, we can write determinant of the P, and this value you can see 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7, 8 9. So we can get here 2 to the power 9 and determinant of P. This value is equal to here given 2 to the power 10. 2 to the power 10. So determinant of the P is equal to, we can get here 2. Now we can use the adjoint property from here. So determinant of P, order of the matrix is given 3. So n minus 1, that means 2, and adjoint we can check how many. 1, 2 is there. So power 2. So we can write here determinant of P is equal to, we got 2 to the power 4, 16. So we can get here the answer is our 16 of this question. Little bit calculative is there, this sum. Now we can see the next sum. Yeah. Next sum related to the differential equation and from the linear. Always what we are observing, most of the sum, differential equation sum, they are asking about the linear only. So now, limit t tends to x. So our x we can treat like a constant term, t is the variable. If we can put the value here, so this will come the 0 by 0 form. If the 0 by 0 form, so we can apply the L'Hospital rule. So according to the L'Hospital rule, we can differentiate numerator and denominator separately. So you can differentiate this one, 2t yx minus x square as it is because constant term. Now this differentiation y dash t divided by x differentiation 0, t differentiation minus 1 is equal to 3. Now it is not a 0 by 0 form, so directly we can write this thing. Now, in place of t, you can put the x, so 2x, yx is equal to, we can take the y minus x square, this value is equal to dy by dx, and minus 3 we can get here. So x square dy by dx, x square minus x square dy by dx minus 2xy, we can multiply with the minus sign, is equal to 3. We can get here. So now divided by x square, so dy by dx minus 2x by x square y is equal to 3 by x square. This is the linear equation format. So now we can write this one y e to the power minus 1 by x dx is equal to 3 by x square into e to the power minus 1 by x dx we can write. this value is equal to y into e to the power, and by the way 2 also we have to be take here, so 2 we can keep here, is equal to, we can get here log x to the power minus 2. This is equal to, same thing here also we can keep, minus 2 log x. This value is equal to y by x square is equal to 3. From here the x square, so this become x to the power 4, x to the power 4 dx, y by x square, and this one you can do. So what we can get here, 3 into minus 4 by x to the power, here you can see this value is equal to, we can get here 3 x to the power minus 4 dx minus 4 plus 1 minus 4 plus 1 plus c. Y is equal to x square is equal to 3 by, this is the 3, so it is going to be cancel and minus sign divided by 1 by x cube plus c. So we can get here value y by x square is equal to minus 1 by x cube plus c. Now we have to find the c value. So for finding the c value, we can use this term. X equal to, you can keep the 1, y is equal to become a 2. So a 2, and this is the 1 minus 1 plus c. So we can get c value is equal to 3. C value is equal to 3. So here you can put y by x square is equal to minus 1 by x cube plus 3. So now we can get the equation. Now you can easily put the value. They are asking about y and x equal to 2. You can put the x equal to 2. You can get here the value. So y by 4 minus 1 by 8 plus 3. You can calculate. You can get the answer. So y is equal to what we can get? Minus 1 by 2 plus 12. So this value is equal to 23 by 2. So y by 2 place you can put 23 by 2, 2 cancel. So our answer is equal to 23. Yeah, now we can come to the next sum. Yeah, now analysis part. So what the things we can find in this paper? One thing you can observe, from the PNC, 2 questions we got here. Rank, which is the easy sum, and divisor also easy. Previously what we are finding from the PNC 1 question, yeah, sometime probability 1 question are there. But here we can find PNC 2 question, and almost same pattern only we can find here, the complex number 1 question, sequence and series, function, AOD, limit, all the portion they covered up. Conic section, obviously the 2 question is there, differential equation also. Once we can see about the easy moderate question, so we can find this paper is not at all difficult, we can say. This paper we can say around the moderate paper only. Obviously few question has the more and more calculation part is there. So now chemistry sir will come to discuss with you.
Yeah, hello students. So let's discuss some of the questions left over in chemistry, and followed by we will do the analysis part also, right? So if you see this question, it is already mentioned. This is a question coming from ethers and carbonyl compounds linked chapter, because reactant is ether and products are carbonyl compounds, and this is of moderate level because multi-step questions, multiple products are there, and then the reagents also you have to check, so little time will be taken in solving this question. But actually if you see, this is an ether which is done with hydrolysis. So ether on hydrolysis will become alcohols, 2 moles of alcohols. But one point you have to understand here, this is an vinyl ether. Both side it is a vinyl ether. Generally, vinyl ethers will not be undergoing hydrolysis, but here as the question is given along with the heating, let's assume that the hydrolysis is happening. So one product you will be getting like this, which will tautomerize to propanaldehyde, and left side product will be, sorry, right side product will be like this. This is a left side one and this is a right side one, like, so you will be getting this one as, this is also enol, which on tautomerism will become acetaldehyde. Okay, so one is a propanaldehyde, another one is acetaldehyde. So let's see the options here. Which of the following reagents will distinguish P and Q? One of them is a P and another one is Q. So both have to be distinguished. But Fehling solution you cannot use because both of them will give Fehling's test positive only. Lucas test both of them will not give because they are carbonyl compounds, and Lucas test is to distinguish between alcohols, primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Third, 2,4-DNP test, both of them will give 2,4-DNP test because both are carbonyl compounds only, either aldehyde or ketone, they all will give 2,4-DNP test. And coming to iodoform test, methyl ketones will be given. So acetaldehyde is a methyl ketone which will give the reaction, but propanaldehyde will not give the iodoform test. Therefore, haloform or iodoform test is the answer, perfect answer for this question, right? So going to the next question, statement based question. In this session, multiple statement based questions are there, very important type of questions, statement based and matching, like list 1, list 2, column 1, column 2 will be given. How many questions are possible, that many, solve it from the PYQs. They will be really helpful for you. Okay, so statement 1, Grignard reagent RMGX is reacted with CO2. So when RMGX reacts with CO2, you will be getting RCOO MGX, which on acidification you will be getting the product RCOOH. Carboxylic acid you will be getting. Now, which reacts with ammonia and heating, therefore you will be getting, with ammonia and heating, you will be getting the product here RC double bond O NH2 amide, which on reaction with NaOCl, NaOCl with NaOCl Hoffman bromide reaction will happen, that you will be getting it as RNH2. Okay, na? So this is the product, and this compound is treated with chloroform and NaOH. So it will be undergoing isocyanide reaction, that you will be getting RNC. So this is the final product here, and he has given also RNC, so that is correct. Okay, statement 1 is correct. Statement 1 correct. Statement 1 incorrect, so you can eliminate this option. Statement 1 correct. Statement 1 and 2 both are incorrect. This also you can eliminate. Now, statement 2. RNC on hydrolysis gives. What is RNC? Isocyanide. On hydrolysis, you will be getting, on hydrolysis, you will be getting RNH2 plus HCOOH. But he is saying RCOOH to be formed, right? So there is no R here. It is a hydrogen only will be present. Formic acid is possible, not other carboxylic acids. So if that is the point, if really they are asking, because these are memory based questions, so exact question we cannot guess now, but after the NTA official question paper is released, that will be possible. But as of now, there is no formation of RCOOH, because he is expecting this R to be from this R, isocyanide, but that is not possible here. You are getting RNH2, not RCOOH. Therefore, statement 2 is wrong. So here statement 2, first option, statement 2 is correct. So therefore this is also wrong. Statement 1 is correct, correct. Statement 2 is wrong, incorrect, therefore correct. So option 3 will become the perfect answer according to this question, right? So going to the next question here. This is also statement based question. Two different aldehydes on crossed aldol condensation always give 4 products, need not give 4 products. 4 products will be given when both aldehydes are having alpha hydrogens. Suppose if I take CH3 CHO plus CH3 CH2 CHO, this is having alpha hydrogens, this is also having alpha hydrogens. This combination will result in 4 products. Okay, but if it is having like this CH3 CHO and other one is HC double bond OH, so only this is the one having alpha hydrogens. In such case, only 2 products will be formed. Only 2 products will be formed. Therefore, always give 4 products. That is wrong, right? Now, statement 1 is wrong. Statement 1 is given correct. Therefore, this can be eliminated. Statement 1 is correct. This also can be eliminated. Now, second statement, among benzaldehyde and acetophenone, only acetophenone reacts with a semi-carbazide. Semi-carbazide. Will it be only acetophenone react with semi-carbazide? First of all, what is semi-carbazide? Semi-carbazide is compound C double bond O. It is a carbonyl compound with NH2, NH, C double bond O, NH2. This is semi-carbazide. So this semi-carbazide will react with any carbonyl compound. It is the reaction between semi-carbazide and carbonyl compound like this. So it need not be acetophenone only. It can be benzaldehyde also. Benzaldehyde gives, acetophenone also gives, but he is saying only acetophenone will give. That means this statement is wrong. So in statement 2, in a second option, statement 2 is incorrect. That is correct only. So that will be the answer. Whereas in a fourth option, statement 2 is correct is given, but actually statement 2 is wrong. Understanding enough? Now going to the next question. This is a little bit of organic and inorganic interrelated question, you can say, but simple calculation only. Aniline 99.3 grams on reaction with acetic anhydride forms product X, which is 11 grams produced. Find the percentage yield of the reaction. Percentage yield of the reaction. First of all, let us calculate how much is the amount of mass of product to be formed. If it is 100% efficient, then actually formed divided by expected to be formed into 100 will give you percentage yield or efficiency of the reaction, right now. So aniline, when it is reacting with, it is actually 9.3 grams it is given, and molecular mass is 93 grams. Therefore, it is 0.1 mole only. 0.1 mole only. Now this aniline, when it is treated with acetic anhydride is like this, right? So with acetic anhydride, acylation will happen. Acylation will happen that it results in the formation of acetamide. NH, C double bond O, CH3. This is the product formed. So from this 0.1 mole, how much you will be expecting this one? This also to be formed 0.1 moles, na? So 0.1 moles to be formed when it is 100% efficient. But how much is this 0.1 mole or with 100% efficiency? If we calculate the molecular mass, it comes to 135 grams. Molar mass, let's say, right? So now, with 9.3 grams, with 93 grams, 135 grams to be formed, then with 9.3 grams, 13.5 grams to be formed. Understanding, na? 93 grams should give 135 grams. So 9.3 grams should give 13.5 grams. Expected. This is expected. But how much is actually formed? Only 11 grams. Therefore, percentage yield is equal to actually formed 11 grams divided by expected to be formed 13.5 grams. 13.5 grams into 100. This, if you calculate, it will come around 81.4%. 81.4%. So this is very close numbers are given. But again, I am telling you, these are memory based questions only. So the options can be little different also. So 80 and 81 are given. Anyway, 90 and 93 you can eliminate. But between 80 and 81.48, very more accurate, more nearer is 81.48. Maybe if you calculate further, you may be getting the exact value also. We do not know. So therefore, this becomes the perfect answer for this question. Understood, everyone? So now let's go to the another question, dear students. Find incorrect statement among the following. This question is from P block elements, particularly from the 14th group elements, properties of carbon, and as multiple statements are there, little more time it will take. That is why it is labeled by our experts as a moderate, right? So now C13 is a radioactive isotope. Everybody knows this is a correct only. C12 is the more stable isotope, but C13 is a radioactive isotope. Covalency of carbon greater than 4 is not possible. Is not possible. Why? Carbon is a second period element. It cannot extend its covalency, right? Na? So therefore not possible. Carbon can exhibit +2, +4 oxidation states. That is correct, right? Next, in group 14, carbon dioxide is most acidic. Carbon dioxide is an acidic oxide, whereas carbon monoxide is a neutral oxide, right? Na? So therefore this is also correct. So 1, 3 and 4 are correct. Only second option is wrong, and he is asking to identify incorrect statement only. So second statement is incorrect statement. Therefore that itself is correct. Then going to the next question, which of the following statement is correct about resonance and resonance structures? Again, a question from a GOC, resonance, and it is an easy concept only. Basic rules they are asking within these options, right? Statements. Stability of resonance hybrid decreases with increase in number of equivalent resonance structures. Completely wrong. Stability of resonance hybrid increases with increase in number of resonance structures, whether they are equivalent resonance structures or non-equivalent resonance structures. If number of resonance structures increases, then stability definitely will increase for the hybrid, right? Next one, electronegative atom bearing positive charge is a more stable resonance structure. This is wrong. If any positive charge is there, after octet rule, if you want to apply electronegativity rule, then positive charge to be on less electronegative atom and negative charge to be on more electronegative atom is favorable, provided octet rule is already satisfied, right? But here he is saying more electronegative atom bearing positive charge is more stable. This is wrong. Understanding? Next, resonance structure with more number of covalent bonds is more stable. This is quite correct. So there is no controversy in this statement. Correct. Now, resonance structures differ in position of electrons and relative position of atoms. They are different in position of electrons is correct, but relative position of atoms is not different. Position of atoms will be same, only position of electrons, that too p orbital electrons position only different. Sigma bonded electrons position is again constant only. Therefore, it is a half correct, half incorrect. So let us take it as incorrect. So statement 3 is the one which is suitable for this question. Next, another physical chemistry question. In this one, consider the following reaction, and you can see the chapter here, chemical equilibrium, Le Chatelier principle, and as a calculation process is there in this one, we have labeled it as difficult. Now, consider the following reversible reaction wherein the moles of species at equilibrium is given. At T is equal to T equilibrium, P2 is 2 moles, Q2 is 2 moles, and PQ is also 2 moles present. So with this equilibrium number of moles, first let us calculate the K equilibrium. So K equilibrium is equal to product number of moles square 2 to the power of 2 divided by 2 into 2. So this is a 4 by 4, 1. K equilibrium is 1. Now, what he has done to this equilibrium, he has added 1 mole of P and 1 mole of Q. So what will happen when there is a P2, there is a Q2, and to this you are adding already at equilibrium 2 moles of P2 is there, and again you are adding 1 mole, means 2 plus 1, 3 moles it became, and Q also 3 moles, and this was present initially 2 moles. That means what you are doing technically, you are disturbing the equilibrium by adding 1 mole of P and Q. Now, after certain time, what will happen? A new equilibrium will be established, T equilibrium dash. Let us assume as it is a new equilibrium. Now, some moles of P2 will be converting and Q2 also will be converting. So, at new equilibrium, 3 minus X moles we can say, na? We don't know how many moles are reacting. So, let's assume it as X moles, 3 minus X, and 2 minus 2X. Understanding? Na? Now, these are the equilibrium concentrations. From these equilibrium concentrations, what is it he is asking? From these equilibrium concentrations, if you calculate it, you will be getting all these to be 8 by 3, 8 by 3, 8 by 3. It's like P2, Q2 and PQ. Little simple calculations only, you can understand it from this one. So, we can do it, right? So, going to the next part, analysis part. So, that means from 11th and 12th, how many questions came, and then what is the difficulty level, from which chapter, which concepts question have come, that all we have to analyze. So, first one, periodic properties. First, let us divide the number of questions between 11th and 12th. 11th, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From the 20 questions, 8 questions are from 11th standard. 11th standard, 8 questions. And from the 12th standard, remaining 12 questions. So, always this imbalance will be there. The number of questions from 11th standard will be comparatively less than that of 12th standard. That already we know it. And if you see all these questions here, 1, 2, 3. 3 only questions are in a difficult level, and the remaining 17 questions, either they are majoritarily easy or some are in a moderate level. And moderate doesn't mean difficult. It is like, it is not complex, but it is like, even if it is taking time consumption also, we are classifying it as moderate level, because the test itself is on management of time, right? So, first question is on periodic properties. Every session, the question is coming from any of the periodic property, ionization energy, size or electronegativity, something. Then isomerism, already I told, even in the morning session also and evening session, starting information also, isomerism is one concept, mandatorily, compulsorily it is coming, right? That too, structural isomerism or stereoisomerism, right? Then alcohols, very, very simple question was asked from degree of alcohol, primary, secondary, tertiary alcohol they have asked. Then biomolecules, this time again they have asked from the amino acids. From starting onward, they are asking from amino acids only. Only in yesterday's one shift, they asked about sugars, right? Non-reducing sugar they have asked. That otherwise, all are from the amino acid. Then atomic structure, as usual from Bohr's model, hydrogen spectrum they have asked. Complex compounds, you see, 1, 2 questions came from complex compounds. What concept they are? CFT is there here and Werner's theory is there. In the previous sessions, never they have asked Werner's theory, but this is the first shift in which Werner's theory is asked, but CFT is very commonly they are asking in every shift. Then chemical bonding, only one question came from the chemical bonding, that to bond dissociation energies, bond parameters, that is easier only. From thermochemistry, it is a bond dissociation energy, even that is also comfortably can be done, easily can be done, right? Then one question came from electrochemistry also, that is also easy only. Always we are saying solutions and colligative properties also we are getting definitely questions. And even from D block elements, this time the color of the compounds was asked. Earlier they were asking KMNO4, K2Cr2O7, their preparation or their products during the reaction, like different they were asking, but this time color property was asked, right? Then ethers, again, this just now only we have discussed this point. It is the question between ethers and carbonyl compounds, but easier only. Preparation of carboxylic acids, again they have stressed on identification of functional groups. Every shift, functional group analysis, identification of functional groups is definitely coming, right? Then carbonyl compounds, chemical properties, Then nitrogen compound, just now we have done the calculation also. Little bit of stoichiometry is there, calculation part is there. Otherwise, it can be easily done. Then P block elements, properties of carbon, that also we have discussed. Chemical equilibrium and GOC also, easy points were there. So easy concepts were there. So simply we can do it. So overall to say, they are in line with the general trend what we have discussed within chemistry syllabus. Now I welcome our Hayat sir to discuss further questions.
Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope everyone is fine. So far we have already discussed the questions which we have received from our student side. Initially, whatever the questions we have received from the student side, those questions were right from moderate to the harder side, not that much of easy and not that much of difficult also. And we have received certain questions from our student side, rest over questions that we are going to discuss. No doubt we did not receive almost all the questions as students were unable to remember all the questions. So right now we are going to do the remaining questions from the student side what we have received. So let us go for the first question. This question is basically from the current electricity part, and this question can be categorized into the easy part you can take here. So it can be categorized into the easy part. So let us take with this case, a galvanometer of 100 ohms can give full scale deflection at Ig is equals to 1 milliamperes. Find the value of shunt resistance to get a 4 milliampere range ammeter. Obviously, from the basic concept that if a galvanometer, if a resistance is connected in shunt, then automatically it behaves like an ammeter. So he gave the range of this particular case, which is equals to how much? 4 milliammeters. Followed by this, he also gave it is going to be 1 millimeter ammeter is the galvanometer current. And also, one more thing he said that the galvanometer resistance also he gave, which is equals to how much? 100 ohms. So from the basic part, I can see if this is 4 amperes of current is flowing and these two are actually connected in parallel. So obviously the current will get splitted, and by default I can say if this is 1 milliamperes going from here, so we can say that 3 milliamperes of current is flowing from this part. So if they are connected in parallel, so no doubt the voltages will be equal. So let's equate the voltage and find out the shunt resistance. So according to this particular case, I'm going to equate this voltages. So 3 milliamperes into the resistance Rs. Milliamperes means 3 into 10 power minus 3 into the resistance, that is shunt resistance, that should be equated with the current into the galvanometer resistance, which is equals to how much? 1 milliampere. So 1 into 10 power minus 3 into the resistance is going to be 100. According to this part, 10 power minus 3 will get cancelled. Resistance is equals to 100 by 3 ohms. That's it. It was a very simple question, and this is the second question from the current electricity which came in this particular shift. So let us go for the next question. In the next question, this is also from the current electricity. So this is the only shift. Fortunately, we got 3 questions from the current electricity. One is based on the resistance, another one is nothing but based on the galvanometer, and third one is basically this is from the meter bridge and can be considered as a moderate question. So what he is saying in this question, in meter bridge given below, when x ohms of resistor is connected in parallel to 3 ohms. So there is one x ohms of resistor which is connected in parallel to this particular 3 ohms. Null point shifts by 10 centimeter, and he's saying to find out that value of x. So to find out the value of that particular x, first of all I would like to let this particular point be L1. So let's at this point be the null point, and this is going to be by default 100 minus of L1. So I would like to find out the null point exactly before the x ohms of resistor is being connected. So by default I can use this particular case as 2 by, I can take here this is going to be how much? L1, which is equals to, we can even take here as 2 by 3 is equals to L1 by 100 minus L1. So you can take here 3 by 100 minus of L1 by default. So you can take here this is 200 minus 2 L1 is equals to, this is going to be 3 L1, which means 200 will be equal to 5 L1, and this L1 is going to be how much? 40 centimeter. So therefore this is going to be the null point. So this is a step 1 of the problem. Step 2, he said that when x ohms of resistance resistor is being connected, let's take this part as x ohms of resistor is being connected. Let me take that as a small x that is being connected. So next step will be actually how it will be taken here. Let that particular point be L1 dash. So now if we are finding that L1 dash, so automatically he gave that it is going to be shift by 10 centimeter. So 40 plus 10, it is going to be how much? 50 centimeter. So I would like to take this particular case as 2 by, I would like to take in terms of resistance. So directly I am taking here, these two are actually connected in parallel. So I can take here 3 into x by 3 plus x. So I would like to take that particular case 3 into x by 3 plus x is equals to L1 dash. So for this particular case, when this particular resistance has been added, so you can take this particular part as L1 dash I want to take here, and this is going to be how much? 100 minus of L1 dash. This is for first case I would like to take here. This is for first case and this is for the second case. Okay, now you can take this particular part as first case, you can take here, you can take here as first case, and here you can take it as second case. Okay, now which is equals to L1 by 100 minus L1 dash you can take here, and that L1 dash, as he said that it shifts by 10 centimeter, 40 plus 10, it is going to be how much? Obviously 50 centimeter. So I'm going to take this particular part 50 centimeter by 100 minus of, you can take it here as 50. So no doubt this 50 and this 50 is going to get cancelled. If you send this part here, so 6 plus 2x is equals to, you are going to get it as 3x. So x is equals to, you are going to get it as 6 ohms. So therefore this comes under the category of 6 ohms. This has been taken in the moderate case because you have to do the same part twice with the same formula only. Let's go for the next question here. So in the next question what he has given, this is a question which has been taken from the fluid mechanics part, which is actually a kind of a easy model only based on the Archimedes principle. Let's take with this case. What he has given in the question, a cubical block of density is nothing but 600 kg per meter cube. This is a cubical block of density. So density of the solid I can take here is floating in a liquid of density 900 kg per meter cube, which means this density is nothing but the density of the liquid you can take here, right? This is the density of the liquid. Now he is saying the height of the cube immersed in the liquid is. So basically we need to find out the height of the cube. So roughly I would like to take this as my basic cube. So when I am taking this as my cube, in this particular cube has been immersed inside the liquid. So let me take that this is the cube which is being immersed inside the liquid. Okay, now this much part is inside the liquid. As this is a cube, obviously all the sides will be equal here. So in this case I can say, so this is dipped to a height h. Let me take here this height h only I need to find out. He is asking us to find out the height of the cube which is immersed inside the liquid. So obviously this side is going to be how much? This is going to be your A here, and this complete part is going to be, this is also going to be your A. I hope you got my point. With this case, now obviously it is being what we can say Archimedes principle, because it is floating in a liquid. So you can say it is floating. So if it is floating, you can say mg will be acting in downward direction and buoyancy force will be actually acting in upward direction. If buoyancy force is acting in upward direction and mg is acting downward direction, you can take here buoyancy force balances mg, which means buoyancy force means nothing but rho vg. Rho is nothing but density of the liquid and volume which is inside the liquid into acceleration due to gravity, and this is density of the solid, volume of the solid into this is particular part, that solid I would like to take here, into this is nothing but acceleration due to gravity. G and G will get cancelled. Or density of the liquid is how much? You can see here density of the liquid is going to be 900. I am going to take that part as 900. How much volume is being immersed? So if you take here, if the volume is being immersed, h into A, so height h into, you can take here A square, and density of the solid, you can 600 you can take here, and volume of the solid is complete solid is nothing but A cube you can take here. And if you are taking this A cube, this A square and A square will get cancelled. One A is left over, and A is basically this is the side of the cube which is my A I am taking here. Okay. Now let's see, this is in centimeter and all these parts are in centimeter only. So I need to find out the value of h. So h can be taken as that you 300 3s, 300 2s. So 2 by 3 into this A is left over, which is 10 centimeter. So I can say 2 by 3 means nothing but 20 by 3, 6.666, 6.67 I can take here. Yes, the first option is a correct answer for this one. So this also comes under the easy category. Only required is nothing but your basic calculation in this part. Okay, let's go for the next question. So another question which has been taken from the vernier caliper, which is actually a very easy part, the basic part which we required, that part has been asked here. So let us take with this case. In the question what he said, in a vernier caliper, 50 vernier scale divisions coincide with 40 mean scale divisions. So this is not dimensions, this should be like divisions. So it should be like 50 vernier scale divisions. You can take here 50 vernier scale division should be equal to, he has given 40 main scale divisions you have to take here. If one main scale division is 1 millimeter, then the least count. By default, you can take this particular case as vernier scale division is equals to 48 by 50 main scale division you can take here. And to find out the least count, you can take by default 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. So you can take here MSD minus of VSD. So which means 1 minus of, I can say MSD, and this is 48 by 50 I can take here, into you can take here as how much MSD I can take here. So I would like to take this particular case as MSD. I'm taking here as MSD, and then finally I can take here the least count can be taken as 50 minus 48 by 50 is nothing but 2 by 50, and this is going to be 2 by 50 multiplied by main scale division, and the main scale division is how much? 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter. So I'm going to take here as 1 millimeter. So the least count is going to be 2 by 50 means 0.04. So I can take here 0.04 millimeter. And now if you see, all these are in centimeters, so I must convert into centimeters. So by default, so 1 millimeter is nothing but 0.1 centimeter. If I multiply that part, I am going to get here 0.004 centimeter. So you can take this as first option as a correct answer for this one. Okay, I hope you got this part also. This also category comes under the easy wala. Now let us go for the next question. Another question came from modern physics, which was also considered as easy question. He said stopping potential of a photoelectric experiment is 3.2 volts for the wavelength how much? Lambda. He's saying for the wavelength how much? Lambda. Now he's saying if wavelength is being doubled, the stopping potential is named as V naught dash, which is equals to 0.7 volts, and he's saying to find out that particular wavelength. So basic, this is on the concept of the Einstein photoelectric equation. So you can take here kinetic energy is equals to total energy minus the work function. Kinetic energy in terms of electric potential is taken as EV naught, not electric potential, in stopping potential we can say. So stopping potential, it is taken as EV naught, which is equals to, this can be taken as hc by lambda minus of phi naught. You know the first case, we'll take it as case 1. V naught is going to be how much? 3.2 volts. So I would like to take that particular part, 3.2 volts, and this E is there, electron volts equals to hc by lambda minus the work function. I'd like to take this part as 1. Now I would like to take for the second case. He said now the wavelength is being doubled. So I would like to take the wavelength as double, hc by 2 lambda. This work function remains the same. Okay, now this work function remains the same, but now the potential is how much? 0.7 volts. So I can take here 0.7 electron volts. If you take this particular case, obviously if you subtract, and this will get to cancel, phi naught and phi naught will actually get cancelled. So you can take here 2.5 electron volt is equals to hc, if you take out 1 minus 1 by 2, hc by lambda if you take out, it is going to be 1 minus 1 by 2, which means you can take here, so this 2 will get multiplied here. This is going to be 5 electron volts is equals to, this is going to be hc by 2, again you are going to get here. I hope you got my point. Now you have to simplify into lambda also. I'm missing here, so already I took this particular case 2 here, so I don't need to take this particular as 5. I must take directly as direct hc by, I must take it as lambda here. Okay, so lambda will be equal to 1240 electron volt, and this are in nanometers. So I would like to take in terms of nanometers, whole divided by 5 electron volt. You will be getting the approximate value. You will be getting the approximate value because I have taken 1240. 1240 I have taken. So if I will have substituted the value of h and c, then automatically I'm going to get 5 ones, 5 2. So approximately, so you are going to get approximately as 2 5 ones, 5 2s. 2s means this is going to be the answer, which is equals to 248 nanometer. Hopefully this is also the simple one only. The only thing is maybe the questions which has been appeared in front of the student startingly might be I may be correct or not, I'm not so sure, but one thing I can say, initial questions which appeared in front of the student when they were doing, so was the time taking questions, but further as you proceed further, the level of the question has been automatically decreases. And now let's go for the next question. So the object and image distance from lens are recorded by student UV is P1 30, 60, P2 30, 12, P3 and P4. Values are magnitude of distances with sign. Acha. If the power of the lens is 5 diopter, which of the following reading is or are correct? How you can take this particular question as a moderate question, and it is a time taking question. So because you need to check all those factors and you have to simplify. To find that particular case, firstly I would like to take the power, and power of the lens can be taken as focal length, and 100 in centimeter divided by focal length I can take here. So if I am taking this part 100 in centimeter whole divided by focal length, so already you know the power is 5 diopter, so I'm going to get the focal length in this case. So focal length is going to be what? 100 by 5 centimeter. So therefore the focal length is going to be how much? 20 centimeter. Now what I'm going to do is, basically I'm going to check here which particular factor is going to get it as a 20 centimeter focal length. When I'm having this as, let's take this part P1. So from the P1 part, U I would like to take it as first U na minus 30, and V I would like to take it as 60. So 1 by F is equals to, you can take here, and this is nothing but you can take here, this can't be taken, lens he has said, so you can take here this as a lens. So 1 by F is equals to 1 by V minus 1 by U, and here also he has given, so 1 by V minus of 1 by U. So you can find out the focal length, which is equals to 1 by 60 minus of minus can be taken as 1 by 30. So therefore 1 by focal length can also be taken as, this is going to be 60, 1 plus 30 2 times, which means I can take here focal length is going to be 20 centimeter. This 20 centimeter, this 20 centimeter is getting okay. So we have P1, P1 and P1. That means my option is either P2, P3 or P4. Very smartly he gave this part. So let us go with the point. If I am going for the P2, let's take P2. 30 and 12 might be possible. I like to take the perfect one. 20 and 60 also might be possible. Let me take P4 here. I would like to take P4 and we'll solve it. And because 25 and 100 calculation 4 times something possible is there. So if I take the object distance as minus 25 and image distance as 100, so what I'm going to take here, 1 by F is equals to 1 by V minus of minus 1 by 25. Yes, there is a possibility that you are going to get here. So 100 means 1 plus 4. So 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 by 100 is going to be 20. Yes, focal length is going to be 20. So it's just a guess I'm going to take here. So therefore, there is a possibility at P4 as well as at P1. So P1 and P4, P1 and P4. Hence, second option is a correct answer for this one. Let's go for the next question. Now, K1 is greater than K2, which order of C equivalent for the 3 given configuration is correct? Though it is like a calculation is simple, but if you go look into this part for all the 3, what you are going to get is the time taking question. So it's a very, very tough, and you cannot exactly say it could be an average question, but it's a time taking question which require more time to solve this case. So just generally I'm going to show you how to solve this part, and then I'm going to show you the answer directly what you are going to get. So basically if we are taking here, so obviously this part is going to be what? K1, and this is also what? K1. This is K1 and this is also K1, and this is going to be how much? K1, and this is going to be how much? K2. So if this is K2 and this is going to be K1, this is for the first case, and now this is nothing but the capacitance C1. And if you redraw this part, so again K2 will be divided into 2 parts. So I would like to take here, this is going to be K2, and again you are having K1. This is K2 and this is going to be K1, and then again you can take here another part, it is going to be K2 and it is going to be how much? Again K2 you are going to get here. It is also K2, this is also K2, and this is going to be your capacitance C2. Finally, if you take this particular case, now obviously here this particular part is going to be how much? Area is going to be how much? Half. For this particular part you can take here area half, and distance is going to be D as usual. You can take this part, and also the for third case you are going to get here. So this is exactly K1 and this is exactly K2, and this is going to be what? K2, and this is going to be how much? K1. So this is K1, K2, and this is going to be K1, K2. 2, and this capacitance is going to be how much? C3. So if you find out the capacitance for this part, obviously these two are connected in series, these two are connected in series, and then combine this part taking epsilon naught into A by D. Similarly you are going to get for this part also, similarly you are going to get for this part also. And once you simplify for this particular cases, C2 and C1, C2 we are getting it as an harmonic mean, and even we are getting in terms of an arithmetic mean we are going to get. Arithmetic mean, harmonic mean, close to the harmonic mean, which means you once you simplify this part, you are getting the first one as a highest capacitance, which means you can take a C1 greater than C3 and C3 is greater than C2. It's a time taking question. For the understanding purpose, I have drawn the diagram and I have shown you. You can solve this part, and after solving you are going to get the fourth option. Let us go for the next case. Now another question we can take here, an ideal gas of molar mass 50 grams is given 300 joules heat at constant volume. Its temperature changes from 20 to 50 degrees, and he has also given CV is nothing but 7 by 2 R. Then the mass of the oxygen is equals to how much? So basically if the temperature is being changed, so I can take Q is equals to NCV dt I can take here, and that heat can be taken as Q is equals to NCV delta T, and Q is going to be how much? 300, and number of moles can be taken as weight by gram molecular weight you can take here, yes of course, and you can take here that M we need to find out, and gram ideal gas of molar mass 50 grams. So you can take here M by, you are going to get 50, and this is going to be F by 2 R. F by 2 R means 7 by 2 already he gave into R. Change in temperature 50 minus 20 is going to be how much? 30. So if you substitute this part, you are going to get here this 30 ones, 30 tens you are going to get here, followed by you are going to get 50 into this is going to be 500 into 2 whole divided by 7 R equals to M. And if you substitute this part, 500 into 2 is going to be 1000 by 7 into R, that is 8.3 he has given is into M. So that implies you are going to get approximately, it's 8 into 3, 8 7 is 56,000 by 56 means nothing but approximately 17 point something you will be getting here. So you can take here approximately or equal to 17 grams, as this is an integer type you can take in terms of grams only, so approximately he said, so we can take it as 17 grams. So this was also considered as one of the easy questions. That's it. So these are the questions we have received from the student side, and approximately 19 questions we have received, and out of those 19 questions you will be able to see that 3 questions are from current electricity and 2 questions are from optics. Let's see the analysis what we have been received and what was the exact level of the paper. Coming to the first part, the question was from NLM, that is tension in a string. So tension in a string, basically it was the same kind of question is there in our result sheet also. The string was whatever in result sheet we are having the question that is of chain, the chain replaced by kind of a string, so which comes into the 11th class, which was considered as one of the medium. In my words, I can say it as an easy because we will be showing this question in our classes also. Coming to the next case, firstly we will see what are the questions which came from the 11th. 1 2 3 4 5 and then 6 7 8. So out of 19 questions we got 8 questions from the 11th, and remaining how much? Out of 19, the 11 questions are from the 12th side. And if you look into that case, we got from NLM side, that is tension in the string, and then after that also we got kinematics, which was based on the graph, which was kind of a very standard question, and it comes under the category of medium, but it was a very standard question that we have observed. For the next shift, students can also go with the kinematic graphs again. They might get the question in this format. And then after that also you are able to see circular motion, and in this particular circular motion question was observed in the starting shifts. Again we got here, but this was a time taking question, and this also appeared in our RPT exams also. So this was a kind of, for our as a student, it was kind of a easy if they have worked on the error part and if the question was wrong during our test series, or else they those who did not got this particular case or did not solve this question might face some difficulty. But however, we kept this overall from the standardized view, we keep this particular question in the hard category. Coming to the next case, you have seen the elastic potential energy. So this particularly potential, not elastic, this is exactly a potential energy in the fluids you can say, or you can also say it as a surface energy you can take here. Not elastic, it is a surface energy which is actually coming from the surface tension based on the formula work done is equals to area into the surface tension. So work done is stored in the form of our surface energy only, but here he used the concept concept of the soap bubble. So obviously you need to multiply by 2. Some student might go with a, instead of multiplying by 2, they might have solved directly and may have faced the difficulty. So this was a question from the, you can directly take this particular case as a surface energy. And also we got the moment of inertia. Repeatedly we got a question from the moment of inertia, and also based on the cavity also, and also based on the simple question in the moment of inertia part. Today we got the moment of inertia, which is a derivative of JEE Mains 2023 based on the solid cylinder. In that question, what he has given, solid cylinder, the axis was passing to the end of one of its end. But here in today's paper, he compared the same solid cylinder, but the axis is passing through the center. In one case, the mass and length he has given. In the other case, the length and radius he has given. And in the other case, length has been halved and radius was also half. Because of this particular reason, that is a kind of a PYQ. If the student has done that PYQ question, then automatically he will have done this very easily. Coming to the next case, also from moment of inertia. After the moment of inertia, the level part, if you see Archimedes principle, this was a simplest part, that is buoyancy force is equals to mg, direct formula substitution and simplification, which is actually a basic level question. Followed by this, we are also having the vernier caliper. As I already stated you just now, initially we might have got the questions which were time taking, but as you go proceed down the paper, the questions were quite easy comparatively. This is a direct formula which is vernier caliper. He is asking to find out the least count, that is obviously mean scale division minus the vernier scale division, and also he has given that relation also in the question, which was easy one. Let's go for the next part from the 11th, specific heat, and you can say Q is equals to NCV delta T. Q he gave directly, CV also he gave, so F by 2 into R you can substitute, and that also he gave the value 7 by 2 R. Direct you have to substitute and do it, so that comes under the easy category. Only was it might have time taken, and it was at the last side of the paper, so might be the student have faced at the end after seeing that I will have done this paper, but it took more time in the initial questions. The student might think in this way. So these were the from the 11th side. If you look into the 12th side, and electrostatics, force between the rod and point charge, it was like a time taking question from force between the rod as well as the point charge. You have to integrate, and if you have to simplify, so that's why this comes under the hard category. Okay, now let's go for the next case. Current, as I already stated you, current, we got 3 questions in current. If you look into this case, the 3 questions in current, you can see here, you are having the current right over here, and also you are able to see the current here, current here. So these are the current electricity wala case. So 3 questions we got, and out of those 3 questions, one is based on the resistors connected in series and parallel, that is a combination of resistance you are able to see, and remaining 2 galvanometer and meter bridge. You can take this particular, both the terms are from the measuring instruments you can take here, and one from the combination of resistance. Followed by this, after that you are able to see the next one is from geometrical optics. Geometrical optics is a chapter which has been consistently repeated in this particular shift, and moreover we were getting the 2 questions from the geometrical optics side. But the interesting thing of the geometrical optics was, earlier we were getting the consistently the question from the prism side, but this time in this shift he did not ask the question from the prism, he asked the question from the lenses as well as the power of the lens. He asked the question. So if you look into this part, geometrical optics, image formation in concave mirror, 1 question, and 1 question came from the lenses side. You can say combination here, you can see power of the lens. Optics, that is nothing but power of a lens. So earlier he was asking lens as well as the prism. Now he changed, he gave from the lens as well as he gave the concave mirror. So 28 students can take the advantage. So don't predict yourself that this might come, tough may come, easy may come. You have already solved enough number of questions, go and solve directly. The only thing is, in these 3 days you need to revise the questions or revise your basic formulas and work on it. That's more than enough. Don't predict that it is going to be very tough, it is going to be very easy. No need of that particular part. Now going to the next case, after that we have also seen the question from the electricity. Also here we have one more combination of resistor. One more question was there from the combination of resistor. Here also there was a combination of resistor and distribution of resistor. This was a multi concept from here, and this was directly a combination. So that means we got 4 questions from the current electricity part. Followed by this, after current electricity, you are also able to see magnetism, and magnetism due to a circular coil. Yes, he was asking this question based on the basic formula from the magnetism side, and moving charges and magnetism, or we can say it as a magnetic effects of current. Last but not the least, you can see here, this is the part of the modern physics. So from modern physics, we got Einstein photoelectric equation. So these were the things, and also the most toughest part was, I mean to say, it was a time taking one, which is from the capacitance side. It was a time taking one question. No doubt you will be doing that is in the previous slide or previous shift, you can say the question appeared that the combination of capacitance was asked, but here he has given 3 parts, 3 circuits, and he said us to simplify, which will be obviously the kind of time taking one, 100%. So overall, this was the part. And one more thing, we did not receive more 6 questions, might be in that 100% logic gate question was there. And one more student was saying me that there was a question from the radioactivity, which is actually the deleted part, but we got the question, so we did not receive the question yet. There might be a question from the radioactivity, as he was saying, the radioactivity, that too easy type he was saying. So we did not mention here. So the students are requested to look into the deleted topics like radioactivity as well as the wave optics. So that's it. This was a brief analysis that we have done in today's shift, which we received the questions from our students. And hopefully the only one session is left over, two sessions are left over on 28. The students are eagerly waiting after listening the reviews of 21, 22, 23 and 24. So I just only wanted to inform them, just be calm and be quiet and just wait and watch. Once you go to the paper and you attempt the paper, 1 or 2 questions you might face difficulty in the starting part due to fear, but once you solve one question, you will get the confidence in such a way that you can solve rest of the question. All the best for you. Resonance is always with you. Thank you.